just a second here. We're waiting for this to load up. Takes a second. Maybe. Maybe not. Hold, please. We're almost there. I don't know why it's taking so long. Hold on just a second. I'm so very sorry. There we are. We are live. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Zach. I'm from Myshire Farm. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live right here on our YouTube channel for a live Q&A. I'll get to all of that in a second, but I do have a special guest tonight, which is my daughter. Would you like to tell everybody your name?
Madison.
Madison. We were eating dinner right before this, and she said, I think I'll do it with you. And I said, okay. So she'll be hanging out, and we'll ask her some questions as well and see if she can get it right.
Gosh.
She knows more about horses than Quail.
Yes.
So first and foremost, this is the first Sunday of the month. Every first Sunday of the month, we do a 18 and under contest, and we draw the winner. We do have a winner. Before I announce that, this is what the winner receives every month. A Wynola Ranch cage, Myshire Farm eggs, and then we also send a candler. Ed Got Bait, which is my moderator on here, donates a pair of scissors. Whiskey Tango Farms donates a heat light, a feeder, a water, an egg holder, and a sticker. Dale's Quails donates a brooder. Flew the Coop Farm donates 100 pounds of starter grower feed, which is pretty much all they need. Jesse Mills donates a Govee for their incubator. And talking about incubators, the donations that we get on this channel go towards an incubator that we purchase for the winner every month. So this month they're going to be getting a Nurture Right 360. If you choose to donate, or whoever does donate, that first portion until we can pay for the incubator, actually the donations will go towards next month's winner. So that's all that they receive, and the winner is Anna. Anna is 13 years old, and she really wanted an animal, and so her dad finally broke down and got her an animal, except for it was a fish. And she was grateful, but not really what she was expecting. She found out about quail. She's been watching a lot of videos. She loves all the different colors, and she loves the meat and egg aspect. She loves having her own eggs to make for her family and prepare. And it was just a great email. Her and her siblings are really excited. And so Anna, 13 years old, is the winner this month. If you're watching, I know I emailed you, said that you might want to watch. If you are watching, reach out to me. My phone number is 937-760-7282. Just text me. My phone number is on our website at the very bottom. And send me your information, and we will get all of the people involved with your information so they can send you all that stuff. And congratulations. But it was a very cute email. So congratulations to you. Other news, right before we begin, and I promise we'll get to the questions, we have 2 videos that are already done this week. And so the first video is...
It's our first bee video.
That's right. We are doing our first bee video. I just have to edit it. But there's going to be a bee video. And then the second is...
AI, which is a bird flu.
Right. We are going to talk about AI. A lot of people are stressing out about it. So we're going to break down what AI is, if your quail can get it, how it spreads, the signs to look for, the symptoms, and we're going to break it down on to prevent and how to not let that be an issue on your backyard or homestead or self-sufficient farm or whatever the case may be. So we're going to try to break that down. I did that today. It's about a 14-minute video, but there's a lot of information we carry. So if you have not, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications, because we've got some good videos coming this week. One that will really, really help you with your quail journey, and the other is just a fun bee video that I'm very excited about. Yeah. And then obviously Quail Con, I gotta mention Quail Con. It is
on September 3rd and 4th.
That's right. It is September 3rd and 4th right here on the farm. If you go to our website, myshirefarm.com, you can go to the Quail Con 2022 tab. And then if you click on Quail Con tickets, in the description, it goes through everything. Everything that's going on about Quail Con, and there's a video attached to it about the speakers and a lot of things we've got planned. And we'll be doing videos between now and September, giving you more and more information. Right now, we've got 27 states coming. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But let's get into our live tonight. So first and foremost, this is a community setting. So I read all of the comments. We hang out. We have a good time. We talk back and forth. We help each other. If you have any questions about raising your Coturnix quail, feel free to ask, and people will comment before I get to the question, as I'm already behind. But I will get to your question. We will answer it. If you've hatching eggs from us this week and have not given me the numbers, feel free to let me know what those are. We'll write that down for our records and keep us up to date. Right now, for the year, we are sitting at a 67% hatch rate, so we did increase dramatically in the past week, 2 weeks. Another fun thing we do here every Sunday is if you want to let us know where you're from, it's always interesting to see where everybody's at in the quail world. Obviously, if you can support the channel by just hitting the like button and subscribing, that would be awesome. And then again, the donations, if you do donate tonight, the first about $150 that we get in donations this month will go to next month's 18 and under contest winner for their incubator. So that would be awesome. And you guys are very, very generous, and thank you very, very much. I think that is all of the announcements. You ready to get to some comments?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First and foremost, Bars Farms in the house from Tennessee. Welcome. We're glad you're here. What is the smallest gram eggs that you hatched off of standard size quail? I don't know off the top of my head. I think if I had to guess, somewhere around 7 grams, but we don't use anything that small anymore. I do believe that we used to hatch out around 7-gram eggs a while ago. Michael Forrest is in the house from Trinidad and Tobago. That is pretty far away.
Never heard of it.
Keep up the great work. Same question as Bars. There you go. Papa's Backyard Garden is in the house from Long Island. You know where Long Island is?
No.
New York. Ed Got Bait and Verna Young are blue in the comments. They are my moderators on our YouTube channel. Not only do they help out to keep everything in line and on track on here, but they help me a lot behind the scenes as well. So thank you very much for doing that. And Ed says, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Joy is in the house from Western Oregon. That's pretty far away. Not talking to me. Zelda is in the house. Welcome. Zelda was very kind. I did a video this week, and she actually reached out, and Jesse Mills actually reached out as well and wanted to offer a donation to help somebody out. And I thought that was very nice. I love that the community is behind each other and very supportive. And so I think that's awesome. And I've been thinking about it all week. So thank you very much, Zelda. No one's talking to us. Let's see. Oh, we got a donation. Joan is in the house and donated $5 to the 18 under contest. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Veronica is in the house. Good evening, Quail family from upstate New York. Welcome. Little Ridge Farm is in the house. Also in New York. A lot of New Yorkers here tonight.
Yes. A lot.
Papa's Backyard Garden is in the house from Long Island, New York. Sharon is in the house from Florida. Eggs on day 12 in incubator. Awesome. Congratulations. Best of luck. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we will try to help you on your journey, and keep us posted. But good luck. Little Ridge Farm says, I found a place to get jumbo Coternics an hour for me. It sure is going to be nice when I'm ready. I visited them yesterday for a while. Awesome. Congratulations and best of luck to you. If anyone has trouble with water freezing, I made a water about $10 that did not that went down to 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Awesome. Congratulations. That's super cool. Dale's Quails just donated $20 to the 18 under contest, saying shaping our kids for the future. Absolutely. And I guess I should have mentioned that. The reason why we did start this 18 and under contest, I guess over 2 years ago, we've been doing it every month since then, is because we really want to, our goal at Myshire Farm is to educate, encourage, and enthuse others to become more
sufficient.
Yeah, absolutely. We really do think that the kids are the future, obviously. And if we can really, I came from a very city background. I had a dog growing up, and that was the only animal. And I didn't even really take care of it. Rah-Rah did. So I just had no experience with any of this, and I didn't even know if I didn't even know it was possible. Like my mind has been open so much, and mainly it's because of my wife. But I really want kids to get involved and know that there's other options for them rather than electronics or this or that. And so we're really trying to encourage the next generation to get more involved, be more responsible, learn entrepreneur skills, and know where their meat and eggs are coming from. And hopefully they will grab a hold of that and become passionate about it. And not just Coternics quail, but self-sufficiency in general. So thank you to all, like I said, Wynola Ranch, Ed from Ed Got Bait, Whiskey Tango Farms, Dale's Quails, Flew the Coop Farms, and Jesse Mills. Thank you very much for donations. I really appreciate you guys sending all of that stuff out every month. They pay for the shipping, they pay for the equipment and all the supplies. I mean, it is very, very generous from all of you. So thank you very much. In fact, Whiskey Tango Farms just donated $20 to the incubator as well for the 18 under contest. Love helping out with the future generation. This is a great community, and we are happy to be a part of it. Absolutely. Kayla Kane just donated $5 to the incubator. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. We also had a $20 donation from Scott R. Love that you do so much for the community and for supporting the kids. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's very near and dear to our hearts. I came up with a rough draft of the idea years ago, and my wife Jenna made it better. And she goes, okay, well, what about if you do this instead? And I was like, oh, sure, that makes sense. And so she improved it very much, usually like she does everything.
Yes.
And I contacted Wynola Ranch, and I didn't sell it to them. I didn't offer it. I just said, hey, this is what I'm going to do, and if you'd be willing to do anything. And they said, absolutely, we'll send a cage a month forever. And then they've been with us the whole time. Dale's Quails and Whiskey Tango Farms got involved without me even asking. In fact, all of these people got involved without me even asking. They just offered and wouldn't take no for an answer, to be honest. So it's very generous, and I'm very happy to be a part of a community that really takes care of the next generation and really helps out. So thank you very much. That is all I'm going to say about that. Let's get back to the comments, shall we? Bars Farms donated $5. Thank you very much to the 18 and under contest. That's very kind of you. And we just got a $20 donation from Zelda. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. That's very kind. And I do believe that we're going to stick with the Nurture Right 360s on what we're going to be purchasing for them and sending to them for right now. I think that that is the most easy to use newbie incubator out there that I've tested right now. So that's what we're going to be using. But thank you very much for all the donations. I really do appreciate it. Susan is in... Okay. Oh. Susan's in the house from Jackson, Michigan. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Joy's in the house. I think my incubator is broken. I checked it, and It's only 88 degrees. I've covered it with a blanket and it's not helping. Sounds like, I don't know, I'm not there, but it sounds like your heating element might be going out or it's just reading incorrectly. So I would check either one of those things. Hopefully you have a separate thermometer or hygrometer in there to test it. If not, definitely get one. I recommend the Govee. It's in our Amazon store, but I highly recommend that one. But you can use anything you want, even a meat thermometer, to check that out. So my philosophy is incubators lie. So don't trust that. If the Govee or the thermometer is reading 88 degrees and you've insulated it, jack up the incubator temp as high as it'll go. Hopefully that will help. And it's either, it sounds like the heating element's going out, but it could be that it's just not telling you the truth either. Texas Caternix Quail Connection is in the house and donated $20. Thank you very much. We also donate for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. All the funds go to scholarships. Well, that is very kind of you. Thank you very much for your donation and your generosity all the way around. Little Ridge Farm just donated $20 to the incubator for the 1800 contest. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Joy says, my eggs have been in there for 3 days. Well, the good news is if we can fix it tonight, they'll hatch late, but it's probably not over yet. I'd be really interested to know if you've got a separate thermometer in there. Al's in the house. Good evening, everybody. Zach, at what age do jumbo wilds grow the most? When is their growing peak? What does the growing curve would look like? God bless you. Thank you very much. Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know, but we do have a video for that. So if you actually go to our YouTube channel and go to the playlist, hit the little arrow button down, and there's going to be a playlist called the Jumbo Breeding Program. And in that, it's week by week weights, and you can kind of follow along with that, and that should answer all those questions. Al Diaz is in Florida. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Travis is in the house. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome. Courtney Shore is in the house from Utah. My kids are listening with me, too. Awesome. Congratulations and best of luck to you. Tammy's in the house. Good evening. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Little Ridge Farm says, I haven't decided if I'm getting 50 or 100 jumbo wilds. If you get 50, you'll want 100. If you get 100, you'll want 200. So I think that you're a lost cause already. I think you're just, it is what it is, right? Courtney Shore says, they say, not talking to me. Anna's Adventures in the house. I love learning from Myshire. I learn something every time I watch. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you're learning. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Nikki James is in the house. Hi, all Quail peeps. Missouri to Quail Con. Absolutely. We've got 27 states coming to Quail Con. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make sure you get them. They are on our website, myshirefarm.com, and they are going fast. And I am very, very excited about it this year. I think we are going to blow it up this year and exceed even my expectations. And that's pretty high. Courtney says they're hoping to, not talking to me. Les Spray's in the house from Oklahoma. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Texas Caternix Quail Connections in the house. What's up, everyone? Welcome, we're glad to hear. Adrian Ryder is in the house. Welcome. Ann is in the house. Good evening, Quail friends. Ohio is representing. Welcome, neighbor. PJ's Family Farm is in the house. Hello, all. Beautiful quail people, I'm here from Catskill Mountains of New York. Another New Yorker. You guys are taking over the live tonight. Genuine Toe Tag's in the house. Welcome. Jeff Martin is in the house from Nebraska. Courtney Shore is in the house. And Bryce is in Maine. Welcome. Tim is in the house from Michigan. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Jesse Mills is in the house. Welcome. JTTF Farm is in the house. Says hello, Madison.
Hi.
A lot of people are saying hello to you right now.
There's that stink bug again.
It is. I'm going to have to kill it later. Or take it outside.
Good idea.
Yeah. Kayla Kane is in the house from Niles, Ohio. I've never heard of Niles, Ohio. Have you? Me neither. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Gerald Lewis is in the house from Tennessee. I'm just going to say Tennessee. I'm gonna butcher the city, so we're just gonna say Tennessee. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Hope to get the eggs this week. I hope that you get the eggs this week as well. If you have ordered eggs from us and you need an ETA, you're more than welcome to text me this week, and I can get that for you. But we are getting them out as quickly as possible. Jasmine Bass is in the house. Hello, Quail fam. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Anita Culp is in the house. Says hello, Madison.
Hi.
I don't think anybody cares about me anymore. You're here. Rick Hurley is in the house from Indiana. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Caitlin is in the house. Says, hi, Madison. What is your favorite quail color? And what is your favorite type of horse? Oh, boy.
Quail
color. What's your favorite quail color?
He doesn't like it, but it's the white ones.
Okay.
And my favorite horse is probably a Tennessee Walker.
And what kind of horse do you have?
I have a quarter horse.
A quarter horse. And the name?
Harley.
And how old?
10.
And is he a good boy?
Kind of.
Really?
Yes.
We're working on it, aren't we?
Yeah.
David is in the house from Texas. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Tim is in the house. Got my first egg today, 6 weeks to the day. That is awesome. Congratulations. It's a huge step, and you should be celebrating. That's awesome. That's one step closer to being more self-sufficient. That's really cool. Let it go. Whiskey Tango Farms is in the house. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Welcome. We're glad you're here. Rainbow Magic Treasure Chest is in the house. Welcome. Richie is in the house from Western New York. Another.
New York.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim says, hi, Madison.
Hi.
Jay Verson 81 is in the house from Sacramento. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Do you know where Sacramento is? What state?
No.
California.
Okay.
William says, hello. With my last hatch, 4 weeks old now, of 38 chicks, 10 or so have not developed feathers on their backs. Do you have any thoughts? And greetings from Southwest PA, Pennsylvania. They're 4 weeks old and they haven't developed feathers? Like at all? Or just on their back? If they're missing feathers on their back, it's usually because they're either, well, it's overheating is what it is, and they pull those feathers out. It could be overcrowded, or it could just be that the heat light was too close to them or whatever. So if it's on the, a strip of their back and they're missing, then that would be it. If they have no feathers at all, I have never seen that in my life, and the first thing I would look at would be a feed issue. But I would assume you just mean the strip of the back feathers is what I would assume. Josh's Punk Rock Garden is in the house from
New York.
upstate New York. Welcome. Andrea Perry's in the house. How do you manage your cages of grow out males? I have 9 in a 2x3. So what's 2 times 3?
6.
That's right. And if I think that they should do 3 quail per square foot.
I don't know what a square foot is.
Well, right. Okay, so there's 6 feet.
Yep.
And I want 3 quail per foot.
So you would get 3 foot.
Well,
if you.
What's 6 times 3?
18.
That's correct. And they're cranky. I didn't want to split the cage, but I could. You don't necessarily have to. That's not really the issue. 9 and a 2x3, and you could have 18. Yeah, I mean, they already have plenty of space. One thing you could do while you're growing out is, I'm assuming you have 1 feeder in there. I would probably put an extra feeder in there on the opposite side, and that might eliminate the issue. I've seen that work. So you could try that. Also, you could cover up the cage. Less light, less aggression. Those would be 2 options that you could have. I'm going to butcher the name. I'm going to try it, but we're glad you're here either way. That word.
I don't know.
You want to try it?
No.
Okay. Abnazer Abnasser. I know I butchered it. I'm very sorry. But welcome. We're glad you're here. Erica Hutzler is in the house. Heidi Ho from Valley Springs, California. Welcome. We're glad you're here. California will be representing Quail Con. A lot of people congratulating Anna for winning the 18 under contest. Absolutely. Anna's adventure says, wow, I'm so excited. Quail will be way better than a fish. Absolutely. I'm assuming you are Anna. It's spelled the same way as the email. So congratulations. I'm glad that you were able to get on here. And yeah, just send me a text with your name and address. I'll send that to all the people sending you stuff, and I'll get you your incubator ordered, and we'll get you your eggs shipped out as soon as I know that you've got your incubator. So congratulations. Did this just come up? No.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's been there. They're going away now.
Oh.
I'm gonna butcher this one too. I'm sorry, guys. Ihan, I might have said that incorrectly, but welcome. We're glad you're here. Erica says the contest you guys do is so awesome and I need to get my kids in the mix. Absolutely. We'd love for them to be a part of it. Travis is in the house, hatched out our first batch of Myshire eggs, ordered 110 eggs, got 120 all good, incubated 120 eggs, 95 viable at lockdown, 84 hatched out. So out of the 110 ordered, we had a 77% hatch rate. Congratulations. So 84 out of 110. That's great. Congratulations. You did great. And I believe this was your first hatch, right? Yep, first hatch. That's awesome. You did great. Congratulations. Don Ray B is in the house. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Hobby Farm is in the house. Hey, Zach, did you send me more quail hatching eggs or peeps? I emailed you and you said you sent me enough. I don't know what you did. Like, did you send hatching eggs or quail? I was hoping not hatching eggs. No, I refunded you. I have no eggs to send right now. So yeah, no, I didn't send anything to you. I mean, I sent money to you. James is in the house. Evening all from Maryland again. We're really going to New York the 31st of March. Well, there you go. Well, welcome. Jasmine says, yay for the beekeeping videos. I am ready to see what you guys are doing in Ohio. Yeah, it's not a video like I normally do. I'm very confident about Coturnix quail because I've been raising them for a long time. And I spend a lot of time in that barn. So I'm pretty confident about that. But with bees, everything is brand new to me. I'm second guessing everything I do. So it's a different video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. But I'll bring that out this week as soon as I edit all my mistakes out. If you can, support the channel by just hitting the
Thumbs up.
That's right. Hit the like button, support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Pablo's in the house. Hey, everyone. I have a question. If I do stack hatch, does raising the humidity affect the other eggs? In my opinion, it does. You can get away with it. I think that it's going to affect the eggs that are incubating. The problem is I recommend that you bump up your humidity to 65 to 75% at lockdown. But if you're at 65 to 75% during incubation in the humidity, you're going to start drowning some of those eggs. So I don't prefer to do that. Some people do it and have success. I can't tell you that I would recommend it, but other people do it. And our philosophy here is there are many, many different ways to raise your Coturnix quail. But it could affect the eggs, yes.
Just keep up.
Oh, thank you. Katie Bella Creations just donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate you. And it's going to a great cause, I do believe. Andrea Perry says, the egg video this week disappeared. It's back on. There was a glitch. I don't know what happened, so I just deleted it, resubmitted it, and it's working now, and it's on. So I apologize, but it is on there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was long and a lot of words and a lot of numbers and a lot of math, but even if you didn't do the math or follow along, at least you got the numbers. It was pretty cool to know that a Coturnix quail will cost you about $13 to raise for a whole year. You'll get about 300 eggs. And the cost of an egg and how much they eat a day and how much feed you need to raise Coturnix quail, like 20 quail. So I thought there was some pertinent information in there. I don't know if I delivered it the way I should have, but after about 8 takes, I just said, I just got to get the information out. Like I just got to do it. Randall Hayes is in the house. Hey, soon to be a small-time quail meat and egg enjoyer. That is awesome. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Caitlin Wenzel is in the house. I have a question. How do you keep the peace and grow out pins? I had 5 boys together and one got scalped. I separated the aggressor, so he is on his own now. I really don't have any issues, and I guess I need to think about what I'm doing. Well, the first thing we do is, as soon as I can, if they're feather sexable, I separate males from females immediately. So if you can, separate the males and the females before the males become active. Because once they become active, they will start being much more aggressive towards other males. So that's one. If they haven't been around females, then that lessens it. Obviously, less light will help. Make sure that they have food and water at all times. And honestly, I know people are not going to like this answer, but honestly, overcrowding your grow out male pen is better than having not enough in there. If they have too much space, not only are they going to be aggressive because they're just jerks anyway, but they're going to get territorial as well. So if you just can't fill up the cage, use separate multiple is the word I want to use. Use multiple feeders and waters in separate spots so that they can have their own hangout places, if that makes sense. Hopefully that was a couple ideas that you could try. Ed Got Bait just donated $20 to...
Quail Con.
No. 18 and under contest. No.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Pine Hills Farms donated $20 to...
18 and under.
18 and under contest, absolutely. Best quail farm east of the Mississippi, rock on, Zach. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Who is it west of the Mississippi, may I ask? No, I'm just joking. Travis says, eggs I got were the jumbo mix. Sorry, I forgot to put that in. Oh, I forgot to even think about it. Yeah. Thank you very much for letting me know. Eric is in the house. Yay, bees. I was thinking of starting this after my quail. Awesome. Yeah, one big thing that I noticed was... I've been raising Coturnix quail for quite some time now, and so I try to give you the best information out there, but I think that I forgot that even if you feel like you know everything and you've got everything, you're still overwhelmed and stressed because it's just a new adventure. When I opened the box for the beehive to install it, I flipped out. Like I was like, there's too many pieces. What's going on? I thought this was supposed to be simple. Everybody said this was super easy. And so after my initial shock, we started putting it together and it was super simple and super easy. So I just hope that in future videos, I can relay that raising quail or bees or rabbits or whatever, it can be a little bit stressful, but believe me, it's very easy and simple, and the most important thing, the hardest thing you're going to do about raising quail is just starting. So hopefully I can use that experience into videos to help you on your journey. Little Ridge Farm is in the house. Andrea Perry says, didn't mean to send that comment already. LOL, the egg video vanished this week before I watched it. Was that on purpose or did I hide it on my end maybe? No, there was, I don't know what happened, but there was an issue, so I just deleted it and then re-uploaded it. I think it took like, I mean, we have really bad internet here, but it took like 8 hours to load onto YouTube. I think that there was a glitch in it because when I deleted it and resubmitted it to YouTube, it took like 40 minutes, which is normal for me because our internet is bad. But we're working on it. I think we fixed it.
Yeah. Like we fixed Harley.
Like we were fixing Harley, that's right. Katie Bella Creations is in the house. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Dennis Peel is in the house. Good evening to everyone in from Missouri. Welcome. JTTF Farm says, wish we could make it, but it doesn't seem to be in the cards this year. We'll have one next year. We'd love for you to be there next year, and hopefully you can make it this year. Joan is in the house from Southern Arizona. Arizona is not representing Quail Con yet. Just saying. La Rochelle Farms in the house. Good evening, all. Can't stay right now, just home from kiddos soccer, and now time to head out to the barn. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Again, if you could support the channel by just
giving it a like or thumbs up or whatever.
Absolutely. I like it. Andrea says, oh, not talking to me. Linda Smith is in the house from Southern California. Welcome. Texas Caternix Quail Connection. Gary from Cypress, Texas is in the house. Welcome. Erica says, I'm new to everything. This is my first live. I'm thinking of getting my next hatch from you guys. We'd love for you to be able to do that. Thank you very much for thinking about it, and we wish you all the best. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Now, I did not mention this earlier. Tonight, I read all the comments. This is like a 2.5 hour live. We all hang out, we enjoy each other. It's a community setting. But on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live again, but I only read the questions. And I will be posting first thing in the morning, like a upcoming live at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. You can actually click on that and comment a question if you can't watch it. And then you could rewatch after I post it, and it's the first question that'll be there. But Monday night goes much, much faster than tonight. Tonight we just kind of hang out, and tomorrow I try to go as fast as possible. Sometimes I forget that I'm going fast, but I'm trying. But welcome, we're very glad you're here, and welcome to the community. Rick Hurley says, when will you have jumbo Caternix quail eggs available? Pick a month. No, I'm just joking. I'm hoping 3 weeks. I'm hoping, actually, well, I'm going to say 3 weeks. I'm hoping that I can start putting some jumbo options back on the website the end of next week, but that is not promised yet. It's just a hope. But I'm hoping that they'll all be back on the website within 3 weeks. Yeah, I found out that I put a certain amount on the website, and then when those sold out, it was supposed to stop. And I just looked the other day. I mean, I've been looking, but I just noticed the other day that it says -98 or 78, -78. And I went, what? So then I looked at it and then I researched it. It took an extra 78 orders on what I said that we had. So I think that's why I'm more behind than what I thought. So that's been fixed. There was a glitch and we needed an update. So I'm working on it. I'm very sorry. Dale's Quails is in the house. Kelly Connect is in the house from Feathered Connections. She's beautiful and looks a lot like you, Zach. Told you. Told you look like me. How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel?
You're annoying sometimes.
Kayla Kane's in the house. Hello, I had a 30 variety mix hatched 2 eggs. Hatched. Oh, 2 weeks ago. 17 out of 30. It was my first hatching. That's great. Congratulations. Variety mix. Awesome. That's great. For your first time, you ordered 25, 17 hatched. We did send some extra, but that's a great hatch for a first timer, especially in winter. So I think you did a great job. Congratulations. William Morse is in the house from Taylor, Michigan. 5 days from Myshire Jumbo lockdown. That is awesome. Best of luck to you. Obviously, keep me posted, and I think you'll do great. Little Duck is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I gotta take a drink. Kaylee's Quail Farm is in the house from Central Illinois. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I do believe that Illinois will be representing at Quail Con, so that's kind of cool. I've got to get some WD-40 for this chair. It's driving me crazy, that noise. Did I mention both of these? Yeah. Let's see. Whispering Pines Caternix Quail is in the house from Iron Range of Minnesota. Just saying, Minnesota's not representing Quail Con, so we'd love for you to get here and enjoy it with us. Jay Bird is in the house. Good evening from the land of cheese. Do you know where that's at?
No.
Wisconsin. They're called cheeseheads. Bryce is in the house. Have some grown quail coming in the mail. I know it's not supposed to feed for first 6 hours, but can I put a dust bath in or should I wait? Have some grown quail coming in the mail. I know I'm not supposed to feed for first 6 hours. Why wouldn't you feed? Yeah, feed them right away. They need food and water immediately if they're shipping. So yeah, feed and water them right away. And the dust bath would be great too. Christy Tanner's in the house from Michigan. Welcome. Andrea Perry says, oh, that's funny. Oh, not talking to me. A. Jones is in the house. Checking in from the northeast tip of Ohio. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Little Duck says hello from the Bermuda Triangle. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Again, Joan donated $5 to the 1800 contest. Thank you very, very much for that. Your donation is very appreciated, and it's going to a great cause. So thank you. Mr. Jim 5280's in the house. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Tim says we have a few Michiganders here tonight. Absolutely, we do. A lot of New Yorkers, a few Ohioans, and then Missouri's kind of representing too. Jasmine says my eggs go into lockdown tomorrow. 30 from Myshire and 140 of mine. 40 Celadon, 100 mixed flock. That is awesome. Best of luck to you. Obviously, you'll keep me posted, but I wish you the best. Winston's in the house. Greetings from I can't read that. Suriname? I don't know where that is. Newbie quail owner, the hens of 6 weeks started with laying eggs. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge step in self-sufficiency, and congratulations. Patricia's in the house from Virginia. Newbie and enjoy your videos. Well, thank you very much. We're glad you're here and welcome to the community. I've noticed your name a couple times on the lives lately, so I'm glad you're getting involved. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And we will be going to Virginia twice this year. Once is for
your
no
no
family
vacation.
nanas. Yeah, we'll be going to family vacation this year in Virginia. It was planned without me knowing, so that's how my grandma does that. But it'll be good to spend time with them. And then the second time we're going is in October, because Jen and I are going to Homesteaders of America conference this year. So I'm pretty excited about that.
And I didn't know about that.
I just did it. You can calm down with yourself.
You just said that for vacation.
I hear what you're saying. Well, I think I'm a little bit more entitled to know it.
No.
I guess not. Strix Nebuloso? I butchered it. I'm very sorry. Hello, how many jumbo quail do you recommend per square foot for caging? I recommend 3 quail per square foot. The reason for that is if you go above that, they're a little overcrowded. If you go below that, then you could start having some territorial issues. We've just found that 3 quail per square foot works great for us. I love this name. Debbie at She Shed Homestead is in the house and donated $5 to the 18 Under contest. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it, and it will go to a great cause. It is buying an
incubator.
Right, for the next month's winner. Juanita Fields is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Erica says, I would love to hear what you know about the Celadon gene and quail weight, size, etc. I don't really discuss that because it's still in the research stage for me. And so it's kind of all over the place. I'm looking for something very specific. Most of our Celadons are a pretty good size. Our Egyptian fees that are Celadons are, I don't know, like 9.2, 9.4 ounces. The jumbo Egyptians that we're working on that are Celadons are 10.5 to 11. So pretty good size, but I'm still working a lot towards it. I'm not happy with them at all. And I don't know if we're going to keep them, to be honest with you. Don Ray B says, Zach, do quail need grit? They do not. They can have it, but they don't need it. Kayla's in the house. Niles, Ohio, and Newbie. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Welcome to the community. And I'm about to start losing comments, so it is fast time. Are you ready? I'm going to talk super fast.
Okay.
Ready? Timothy's in the house. Hey, Zach, got my eggs on Thursday in the incubator Friday. Awesome. Best of luck. Keep me posted. Rick Hurley says when we'll have the jumbo. Hopefully 3 weeks is what I'm hoping for. Maybe sooner, but hoping for 3 weeks. William's in the house from Missouri. Welcome. Tim says, Madison, do you help with the quail?
No, not really.
Sometimes, but not really. No. They do a lot with the other animals on the farm. They take care of all the other animals pretty well. Kelly Connect is in the house. What state is Anna from? That was not in the email, actually. So I'm not too sure. It's a good question. How do you enter the 1800 contest? Verna or Ed Got Bait will send you the link to the video, but you will email us. But if you type in the search bar on YouTube, 18 and under contest by Myshire Farm, it will give you all the information, everything they win, plus more, and how to enter and all that. Dale's Quails donated $20 to the 1800 contest. Thank you very much again. Jasmine Bass says, question for Madison, do you have a favorite quail color, and what's your favorite animal on the farm besides your horse? Well, the favorite quail color is white.
Yeah.
All right. And your favorite animal other than Harley is?
I'm not sure.
Think about it. I'll get back with you. Alan Floyd's in the house from Florida. Welcome. Gregory's in the house hoping to order some quail eggs from you in a week or two, as right now I have Buff Orpington eggs in the incubator. We are taking about 2 to 3 weeks to ship out, so keep that in mind as well. Genuine Toe Tags in the house. When do you recommend to candle? If you're going to candle, I recommend you do it when you move them to lockdown. So day 14 is what I recommend. I figured. A. Jones says hello to you.
Hi.
Whiskey Tango Farms donated $20 to the 1800 contest. Welcome. Do you have a favorite animal other than Harley yet?
Probably the cows.
The cows.
Yeah.
All right. You do love them. I would have thought you would have said the goats because you... That's all right. There's no wrong answer. You just like a lot of animals. Kilgore Trout is in the house. My eggs came in the mail. Thank you, Moses Lake, Washington. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. And good luck. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And we wish you all the best. Patricia's in the house from Danville, I do believe. Linda, not talking to me. Linda's not talking to me, but Linda Easton is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Kaylee Kane is in the house. Donated $5 to the 1800 contest. Thank you very much. Glenn Wells is in the house from Southeast Missouri. Welcome. Peg P is in the house. Welcome. Scrappy Dee Doo Da is the name, and I think I said that correctly the first time I tried. We unexpectedly inherited 5 female and 1 male quail and their 2 cages. They were separated at their old home. Do you have any suggestion about introducing them to each other safely? Sure. Actually, if you go to our YouTube channel and type in the search bar, introducing new quail to an existing flock, there is a video on that. As well as if you go to our website, go to the blog section, and there's a printed form of how to introduce new quail to an existing flock. And either one of those will get you where you need to go. I did the video. My wife wrote the blog, so I would recommend doing the blog because, well, Mom's just smarter than me. Michael is in the house. What is the smallest size egg you recommend hatching standard size hen? That I recommend? Well, it really depends on what you have. If you could only incubate 9 and above going forward, that would help tremendously. If your average is 6 or 7 grams, then start with your 7s and start building that that egg size up. But I don't think I ever did anything under 7 grams, but I don't know that for sure. Jose's in the house from Kissimmee, Florida. Welcome. We're glad you're here. We've been to Kissimmee before. We vacationed there.
Yeah.
Yep. It's when we went to Disney World or whatever. Juan Duran is in the house. Welcome. Richard Brown's in the house from East Tennessee. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Karen McAllister's in the house. My eggs are on day 17. No movement yet. Crossing my fingers. It all goes well. Karen, go ahead and increase your humidity 5 to 7. Let's do 5% right now. And increase your temp a half a degree. And that should get them to start popping like popcorn. Amber's in the house. How do you enter the 1800 contest? You will email me, but what I would strongly suggest you do before you enter the contest is go to YouTube and type in the search 18 and under contest by Myshire Farm and watch that video before you enter so that you know a little bit more about it and know what to say. Would you recommend the hatch time cages? I don't have any experience with them. PJ's Family Farm, if you're on Facebook, PJ's Family Farm is an admin on Quail Con Facebook group. They have got hatching time cages, and they would be happy to let you know what they think. I think my quail. Oh, I'm losing comments. I'm so sorry. Is it prolapse prior to laying eggs? Normal. Usually that means a stress issue. Prolapse prior to laying eggs? No, I wouldn't say that's super normal, no. Juan says, where are you on the Jumbo Wilds? I'm hoping in about 3 weeks, or you can contact me and I can give you an ETA if you've already ordered. David Lister says, Zach, do you have any videos that show the overall growth of quail from hatching to adulthood? We do. It's in a playlist. It's called the Jumbo Breeding Program, and it's literally just a small little video week to week showing the different weights. And we'll be updating that video shortly. When we have the jumbos, I'm hoping 3 weeks is when we'll have jumbo eggs back in stock, I hope. My hens that had prolapse never had laid egg. My hens that had prolapse never had laid eggs before. I would increase their calcium and fiber is what I would do in that situation. Texas Coturnix Quail Connection donated $20 to the 1800 contest. Thank you very much. Patricia says, not talking to me. Rainbow Magic Treasure Chest says, does the 1800 contest require re-entering every month? No, but you're more than welcome to. I do keep them on file, but there's no reason why you couldn't just resubmit. Wouldn't hurt anything at all. Dennis Peel is in the house. Hey, I put at 100-degree temp control on old Hovabator, but the temp shuts off at right time, goes down to 98, starts back up. I don't know anything about that control. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to help you with that situation. I'm not familiar with that controller. I'm sorry. Leah Ann is in the house from North Carolina. Congratulations, Anna. Absolutely. Thank you very much for being here. Christy's in the house. Hey, Zach, we get some double yolkers. Will we hatch 2 chicks if we incubate and they are fertilized? You get a very, very poor hatch rate on double yolkers, but when they do hatch, yes, you could get 2 chicks out of it, or you could possibly get just 1 massive chick out of it. Both have happened, but you don't really get a lot of them to hatch. Scrappy D Doodah is in the house. We don't expect. Oh, answer that one. Tammy's in the house. Are they going to be able to go live? What? Are they going to be able to go live? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. But we are live now. Then it cools down to 97.1 before heating up again. Is that okay? I think that you said the comments gone. I'm losing comments. The fluctuation's not ideal. Maybe insulate the incubator and that will help it not fluctuate so much, and that should help you. But the fluctuation, especially that low of a fluctuation, or that high of a fluctuation, that low of a temp, that's really going to mess you up a lot. So I would insulate it with a towel or a blanket. Sandra B's in the house from Connecticut. Can't wait to restart my quail here after a cancer break. When do you think jumbos and sexlinks will be available? Well, I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're getting back into it. I wish you all the best, and I'm hoping that they'll be available in about 3 weeks. But I wish you all the best. Myshire Farm says, what brand do you feed? We use Klombach for our starter grower, and then we customize our feed for our layers, and Klombach actually customizes it for us. What is your heaviest quail at 10 weeks? We don't go anything over 15 ounces. My goal is to stay between 14 and 15 ounces on our jumbos. After that, there's going to be some issues, which we've talked about in previous videos, but yeah, I don't want them any bigger than that. I want them to be happy, healthy, and productive, and a good weight. And once you go over 15, you start having egg issue or leg issues. You start getting less productive. They don't live as long, and they just seem miserable. So we stick under 15. We're not trying to get the biggest quail. We're trying to get the biggest, healthiest, most productive quail. But that was a great question. Matthew said, I made 2 incubators out of foam coolers. That's awesome. Congratulations. Kiki is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Rick Hurley's in the house. When will you have jumbo quail eggs available?
3 weeks.
We're hoping for
3 weeks.
That's right.
Why can't you just say that?
Why can't you just say it? Gordon Kane is in the house from Arizona. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Dale's Quails tells everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Absolutely, we greatly appreciate it. I did not mention this. Our goal tonight is to hitting 180 likes. So if you could be so kind to help us hit that goal and hit 180 likes, and we're currently at
174.
Nope, that's people watching.
Oh, okay, 147. 49. It just did that.
I know, it just changed. So we would greatly appreciate if you could help us out. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Tommy Texter's in the house from Tennessee. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Joy's in the house. I have a separate thermometer, hygrometer in there. Only the 4th time using brand new Little Giant. No problems till now. My own eggs. Open it up just for a quick second and move you said you had a Govee? No, you just said separate thermometer, hygrometer. Move the separate thermometer over to the other side. You could have just a cold spot. It is ideal that before you start using the incubator, every time you put the thermometer in each set of the corners for about 6 hours to 12 hours and write that number down to make sure that there's no cold or hot spots. That could be the issue as well. Tommy Texter's in the house from Tennessee. Welcome. Johnny Walters is in the house from Central Pennsylvania. Welcome. Pennsylvania is where we got our first set of emus. Me and Mommy went up there. Kiki says, my jumbo hatch sucked for me, set 30, 19 fertile, 10 hatched. I spent an extra few days in the post, and I'm thinking my wonky detached membranes had to do with that. That is unfortunate. I don't like seeing that. 10. Those. Write it down. 19 fertile and 10 hatched. It's interesting. Well, get with me and we'll get you taken care of for some more. Margaret and John Hall is in the house. Hello, hope everyone is doing well. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Witch Doctor's in the house. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Hi, Madison.
Hi.
Welcome. Tony's in the house from Toronto. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Gary Norton's in the house from Alabama. Veronica's in the house. What is the policy of other eggs, birds, animals, bees coming to Quail Con? Wondering if Dave needs to worry about what I might bring home. Yeah, so there won't be any other eggs or birds or animals here, except for some dogs. But there won't be any other poultry or hatching eggs for sale other than what I have. Just because of biosecurity. But we do have emus, we've got cooney pigs, we've got
a horse,
we've got cows, we've got goats, peacocks, ducks, chickens.
Did you say emus?
I did.
Okay.
I'm sure we've got something else that I'm not thinking of. Rabbits.
Yeah.
We'll have bees by then. We'll have 2 Great Danes by then. Yeah. Maybe 3. Who knows? You gotta talk to your mom about that. Gary Norton from Alabama is in the house. Welcome. Tommy Texter's in the house. Had 36 eggs hatched. That's awesome. Out of how many? If I can ask. We'll write down 36, but we'll see if... Hopefully Tommy's still on. Will is in the house from Northern Kentucky. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Heather is in the house We have the Nurturite 360 and our humidity keeps dropping. Any thoughts on that? I did not have that issue in my experience, but to increase and stabilize the humidity, you can wrap a towel or a blanket around the outside of the incubator. But at lockdown, you can also put in a little bowl or Tupperware, fill it up with water, about halfway with water, and put a washcloth, a rag, or a sponge in there, and that will bump up your humidity and stabilize it about 12 hours, and then you have to fill it up again. Olivia West is in the house from Kentucky. My husband and me can't wait for the white wing jumbos to be back in stock. I'm gonna say 3 weeks. I think they'll be on the website a little bit sooner, but I'm gonna say 3 weeks. But we will get them on there as soon as possible. I don't want to be taking any orders for jumbos until I get everybody taken care of. For two reasons. Number one, it stresses me out having all these orders not going out. And number two, I don't feel comfortable taking money for eggs on people that are waiting for their order to go out. Like I've got some stress issues that I'm trying to work through. But as soon as they're available, I will put them back on, probably 3 weeks. We live outside of Youngstown, Ohio. That seems to be pretty well known. Welcome. Yep, absolutely. I know where Youngstown is. We're glad you're here. Roxana is in the house from Lakeland, Florida. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Once you get one beehive, you will want 10. I'm looking forward to the videos. Well, thank you very much. And I'm excited for the journey, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Rick says, sorry if I asked my question too many times first time and wasn't sure how you looked at the comments. Yep, absolutely. That's completely fine. Rainbow Magic Treasure Chest says, Mini Zach, what color is your horse?
My horse is light brown, and he has some white in him.
Yep. What is your favorite horse color?
I would say black, probably.
Mine is theirs is either Palomino or Grula. Do you know what those are?
No, but I will look it up tonight.
And there you go. Hey Zach, I sent you an email about the chicks. You said you sent me a refund or something. I don't know. Could you please just send? I've already refunded you. If you want to email me, then we can discuss it. But I already did send the money back for you. Little Ridge Farm says thank you everyone for your donations to support the 18 under contest. Kids are our future, and good to see these faces and happiness. Absolutely. Thank you very much for all the donations. Absolutely, I agree 100%. I see you brought Madison to do your math for you. Absolutely. Does Zach do mare math? Nope. Hello from Sacramento. Looking forward to Quail Con. Absolutely. We can't wait to meet you. And I think it's going to be a great time. A lot of learning, a lot of fun, a lot of interaction, a lot of communicating. And yeah, we've got some really big things planned. And a lot of really cool speakers and a lot of really cool topics to talk about. So I'm really excited about it. Newbie is in the house. I'm late, busy getting ready to move away from super expensive land, which I do believe is San Francisco. Well, good luck, and we're glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. James is in the house. Kind of surprised you chose the Hovebaiter 1602N for testing. It's a still air baiter and not a good competitor for the Nurturite 360. I would have expected the Hovebaiter Genesis. We did get one of those, and we'll be testing that out as well. But I do want to do a bunch of different ones, still air versus forced air. I want to do, I really just want to do the most popular. And from the research I was doing on Google, they said that the one that I got, 1602N, you're right. That's what I got. They said that was the most popular one that they sold, which I thought was a little strange, and the website could have been shady. I don't know. But that's why I chose that one first. But yeah, we will be testing out the Genesis. Pablo's in the house. Hey, Zach, I ordered the mixed color eggs back in January. Paid $18. I checked the website again, and you have them for $13 now. Is there a reason why they went down in price? Yeah. So I decided to move the mixed eggs down in price, and they are now only 50 cents an egg for the mixes. because I want everybody that wants to be more self-sufficient to have it as affordable as I can possibly make it. So if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of money to spend, or you spend all your money on an incubator or housing or whatever, I wanted something that was affordable, and so I decided to lower the price on those, which is pretty weird. You don't usually see people lower prices, and I had a lot of angry looks here on the farm, but I just felt like that was a good thing to do and the right thing to do. Eric says, has someone won the contest for this month already? Yes, it was Anna. She is 13 years old, and it was a great email. Jeff says, I think Madison needs more horses.
Yes.
I don't agree with that at all. Gina is in the house. My 30 eggs from Myshire on lockdown, day 16, hoping for a great hatch. Absolutely, best of luck to you, and obviously keep me posted. Genuine Toe Tag says, I got my first set of quail egg, and they were from your jumbos, and I can't believe how amazing they were, and I never know how long 16 days could take, and should I only candle them on day 14? If you're going to candle, which you do not have to, but if you're going to candle, I really only recommend you candle on day 14. There's really no reason to put any extra stress on the hatching eggs, opening the incubator or anything like that. You're going to be opening the incubator on day 14 to move them to lockdown anyway, or take the egg tray out or the turner out anyway, so you can candle then. I just don't think it's a good practice to be candling on day 7 or 10. And quail are a little bit different than chickens. It's really hard to candle early on quail. Not that it's not doable, but I just don't think it's necessary. Veronica says, with gas prices rising, you all may need a horse, LOL, right?
Yeah.
Hobby Farm says, do you have chicks on your website, by the way? We do not. I'm hoping to have live quail on the website again, available in about 6 to 7 weeks. Thank you very much, Maddie. Christy Overton donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We're probably getting close to being able to pay for the next month's incubators. So when we do hit that mark that pays for it, going forward, any other donations will go straight to Quail Con to have the best experience for everybody involved. I've got some really cool things planned, but the tickets prices really just paid for necessary expenses: tables, chairs, tents, food trucks, the dinner, things like that. So any donations are going to go to make it bigger and better. So thank you very much. And I don't know if we're there or not. Laura says, anything on the farm innovator yet? Got ours up and ready for the eggs. Yeah, we finished it, and then I lost the video. Just deleted off my phone. So we're going to be redoing it. But right now I have no eggs to put in. So they're just sitting there waiting for me. Very disappointed, because it was like an 18-minute video, and we had literally spent like 20 days getting it all together. So, and then it happened again on the quail math video. I had actually done it a week prior, and then went to go post it, and it wasn't on my stupid stinking phone. So I had to redo that. So I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's very frustrating. PJ's Family Farm says, my 2 likes are in. That is awesome. Thank you very much. We got 173 likes. Thank you very much. Can we get to 200? 200 likes?
Let's try.
Let's try. I like the way you think. Little Rich Farm says, horse could be cheaper than gas prices.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Bryce says, can you breed standard, colored, and jumbo interchangeably? Yep, they would get along just fine. Absolutely. Winnie says, hey, Madison, I have a paint horse, black and white mare, age 15.
My horse trainer has one like that too.
Yeah, it's pretty. Hidden Creek Quail says, hey, Zach, watching from North Florida. Where'd it go? Oh, we just started building our second pen yesterday and are going to start collecting eggs to hatch out tonight. That is awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge step, and I wish you all the best. Matthew says, how large are your jumbos? It depends. We have many different varieties of our jumbos. Actually, if you go to our website, you can go to our jumbo options. We have jumbo whites, jumbo wilds, jumbo Egyptians, jumbo sex links, and jumbo white wings. In the description of each one of those, it gives you a breakdown of average size, average egg production, average lifespan, average egg size, average weight, whatever the case may be, and then there's a video attached to it as well. But our jumbo wilds are our largest, and they average about 12 ounces at 8 weeks old and about 13 and a half to 14 ounces at 10 weeks old on average. Texas Coturnix Quail Connection says, how does my little girl Chesney get into the rotation of drawings? What I would recommend is you watching the video first and see all the cool stuff that they're gonna get. It will also tell you how to enter, but you'll email me, Chesney would email me a little bit about herself, and we pick a winner every month. But if you go to the YouTube search bar and type in 18 and under contest by Myshire Farm, that video will pull up and it will give you all the information you need. Plus, it's a video of everything they get. Plus, they're getting a Govee now and 100 pounds of feed and. So we've just grown since that video, which is super cool. Ed Got Bait and Pine Hills Farm donated $20 each to the 18 under contest. Thank you very much for all your generosity. Stephen Maroon is in the house. Hi, Zach. Welcome. We're glad to hear. David Lister is in the house. Zach, we are getting ready to build a grow out for our jumbos. Is 1/2x1 screen too large for the bottom of the cage? It's not. If that's what you got, you can use it. I prefer that. That's right. That's what yes, use it. That's great. 1/2x1 is great. We had used 1/2x1 for years, and we've transitioned over to 1/2x1, and man, does it make a huge difference. It's really, really nice. So yeah, that's exactly what I would do. And they can go on 1/2x1 inch after 3 weeks is a little tricky. 4 weeks for sure. 3 weeks you just have to kind of see, but 4 weeks for sure they can go on that and be fine. Katie Bella Creation says, at what age do the males become active? Typically around 5.5 weeks old is around that time. Katrina's in the house. Hi to everyone from Gilroy, California. Computer has to be sent in to get fixed, so I'm listening on the phone. It'll be a couple weeks before I get it back. That is always a bummer, but we're glad you're here, and I can't wait to meet you at Quail Con, so I'm really excited about that. And California is representing Quail Con, which is super cool. Steven says, I just ordered the Rosetta and Tuxedo Quail. Absolutely. I think we text back and forth earlier today. I'll get you out as soon as possible. But yep, I marked the changes on the ship list, and we'll get you out as soon as we can. And good luck. Jasmine says, I was excited to sell another 3 breeder sets of Coturnix today, and I have some pre-orders for my jumbos to local homesteaders. That is awesome. Congratulations. It sounds like you are not only off to an amazing start, but you're just picking up steam. So congratulations, Jasmine. You're doing a great job. Christy is in the house. We get a giant egg from the same female every day. We get other big ones, but she lays giant eggs for a quail. Do you have some that do the same? Yeah, typically double yoker layers. Sometimes you don't really know until after they're 10 weeks old, but if they lay a double yoker after 10 weeks old, most likely they will always lay a double yoker, or at least lay a double yoker until they molt for the first time, and then it could change. Usually it doesn't, but it has changed in that situation. But usually it's around the same size after 10 weeks old. Sage Wolf 1975 is in the house from Northeast Ohio. Welcome. That noise drives me crazy. You want some water? No. Christy says, oh, nope, talk to Sage Wolf 1975 in Northeast Ohio. Welcome. Jeff Martin's in the house. Zach, did you wear the bee suit for the video? I did not yet. Not yet. It's coming. It's coming. Kayla Kane says, I bought a double stacked rabbit hutch that I was going to convert into 2 separate areas, but it's flimsy and I don't think it will withstand the Ohio winters. What do you recommend using to house? You could reinforce it, I bet. I don't know exactly what they look like, but I know a lot of people, especially in Ohio, use rabbit hutches that they just reinforce, and they work just fine. I would check out winolaranch.com and or dalesquails.com. Both of them sell quail cages. They specialize in quail cages, and they're two completely different styles. I think they're both great. I just think it depends on what you're looking for, but I love them. But honestly, to save money, I think that you just reinforce the rabbit hutches, and I think they work great for you. Salvador Santiago's in the house. Hello, everybody from Puerto Rico. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Our Mojo 23 says, hey, you should share your PayPal or other way of donating for the 18 and under with your YouTube. They take 40%. It's a little less for me now, which is kind of nice, but yeah, we'll work on that. There's some reasons why I can't do that yet, but yeah, I do want to get to that by hopefully the end of the year. The Grazing Farmstead, yep, the Grazing Farmstead, love the name, says, hi everyone, it's Sue B, aka Farm Girl from Southwest Missouri. I'm launching the Grazing Farmstead Beef and Quail. Happy to get going. That is awesome. Loving the name, and we're glad you're here. Welcome.
We might make it to 200 thumbs up.
We might. How many we got?
We have 191.
That's pretty cool. Hit the thumbs up and support the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Versal Grichu, I probably butchered that. I apologize. Hi, Zach and everybody from Georgia. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Katie Bella Creation says, will you have all female sets available soon?
I don't know, will you?
6 weeks is what I'm looking at for live quail. Verna says, Madison is a perfect blend of both her parents.
Thank you.
But you do look like me.
I don't.
Catherine is in the house. My hens keep turning into roos. They are my first quail. It can happen. It can happen. I get it. I get it. We've had that happen when we started as well, where they, could have swore that was a, Kiki says she looks exactly like her daddy. How's that make you feel?
Oh my gosh, you're so annoying.
Obviously, she does not want to look like me. Watkins Wildlife is in the house. Hi, Zach. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Absolutely, you as well. And Watkins Wildlife was our 18 and under contest winner last month. So hopefully you're doing great, and obviously keep me posted. Stephen in the house from New York. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Little Ridge Farm says Madison is beardless and hatless, but so close to looking alike.
Wait right there.
What did he? Oh, you getting the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get my cowboy hat.
No.
Oh dear God, you okay there?
Yeah.
Tammy's in the house. Is there any option to just get charcoal? No, we don't separate the SSCs into separate colors. It's really not a good practice. So no, unfortunately, not from me anyway. We tried that years and years and years ago before we knew, and you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Glenn Wells says, my do-it-yourself incubator has test hatched some chickens, but quail will be my next step. Will be next. My temp is showing 99 to 100 on 3 different thermometers. The control is showing 99.3 to 100.4. Is this adequate for quail? Yep, absolutely. It sounds great, and best of luck to you. Victoria, Texas is in the house and donated $5 to the 18 contest.
I can't say it right, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay. To the 18 under contest, so thank you very much. We appreciate your support. Paul Shadow Cat is in the house. Great to see you again. Deep fried the... I don't see the rest. But it is good to see you. Thanks for being here. I guess I don't see you. But Dale's Quail says Prowl's Cheesehead. Absolutely. Matthew's in the house. In Illinois, will be at Quail Con. Can I live in Illinois? Just wondering Well, there you go. We'd love for you to come. Feed him as soon as possible, and yes, put dirt in as. Oh, you're not talking to me. Debbie at She Shed. Debbie at She Shed Homestead is in the house. Welcome. Bars Farm says, I've got 92 in the incubator and 20 in the hatchery. That's awesome. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Bryce, I was told not to feed for the first 6 hours because it would dehydrate them further. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Yeah, if you get quail from me, I mean, we put plenty of food and water in there, but when they get there, open them up, put them in the cage with plenty of food and water, and dust bath would be great. You put some electrolytes in the water, wouldn't hurt. But no, they need to eat, especially if they've been shipping. I'd want to eat. So, I mean, that's what I recommend. 166 watching and only 123 likes. We got 174 watching with
202 likes.
202 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much for all the support. We really appreciate you. Andrea Perry says, my 7-week Myshire Jumbo Wild are not laying, not surprising because I've moved them, been building cages near them. Our cats love to stare at them. I'll transition to layer soon. Anything else I can do to support my soon to be laying hens after they got scared? Yeah, more consistency. So, once you finally permanently move them to where they're going to be staying, less traffic around them will help. Make sure that they're 16 to 18 hours of light a day. Make sure they're on a good layer feed. I've got a good feed video. If you put in feed by Myshire Farm, there's a good video on what we recommend. And yeah, I would assume the only reason they're not laying is because the environmental things that you're working on. Olivia West says, what age do the kiddos have to be to enter the contest, and how do we enter? You'll just email me, but I would check out the video. Type in the YouTube search bar 18 and under contest by Myshire Farm. Watch that video. That'll give you all the information you need and how to enter and everything that you could win plus more. Anyone that's under 17 or under 18. 17 or under. Tammy says, we had one in the silver collection that was just charcoal. Yeah, charcoal's my favorite silver, for sure. I've always loved the charcoal. Catherine says, color mix and jumbo white from Myshire. Oh, because they're turning into male. Sure. That makes sense. The whites are a little difficult to tell. Andrea says, anything... Oh, I just read that one. Katie Bella Creations says, hello from Jersey Shore. Welcome. We're glad to hear. La Rochelle Farm says, okay, chores done. Hello again. Welcome back. We're glad you're here. Debbie at She Shed Homestead donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. Are you speaking at the Homesteaders of America conference? No. I am going to go have fun and learn and relax and get away for the weekend. I hope. I've got to get some people to take care of some things around here. Jeff is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Fran Crow is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Sandra B is in the house. I use herbs to help my quail find peace. Sorry, I forgot how to do... you don't know, but yeah. Quail they love anything from the garden pretty much. Just nothing citrus, but anything from the garden they'll love. Anita Culp says, are you going to be a speaker at the conference? No. Nope. I don't even think I'm on their radar, and that's okay. But I'd love to just go and enjoy. I was asked to go, not to speak. I was asked to go to the spring Homesteaders of America convention in Tennessee. I believe that is maybe end of April, I do believe. I was asked to go and have a dinner with all the speakers, which I thought was cool. So we're going to try to do that. I've not confirmed that yet. but that's at that one. But so hopefully we'll go to both. Hopefully we'll go to the one in Tennessee for the spring, and then we'll also go to Virginia for the major Homesteaders of America convention. But I've never been. I think that it could give me some ideas on how to run Quail Con better in the future, and they've got some great topics. So I'm really excited about learning from some really exciting people. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not talking to me. Erica says, "What is a fee breed?" Let's write that down. Oh gosh. This is my YouTube notes. I'm actually going to do a fee video. I'll actually try to get that done this week. I'll try to get that done. But fee is pretty much a diluted gene. So for example, the best way I can explain it right now as quickly as I can is everybody knows what a wild is, right? A common brown quail. Well, if you add the fee gene to it, that common quail will actually change its colors. The pattern and the markings will all look the same, but instead of brown and pretty much gold, it'll actually turn into gray and white, kind of a grayish silver and white. And then, like, if you know what an Italian looks like, you know, the golden Italians. If you put that with the feed gene, it'll transition that to an actual pearl, which is the black and white quail, which kind of looks like a snowflake bobwhite. So it's a diluter, and there's a lot of really cool things you can do with the feed gene. I really like the feed gene. I think I like the roux gene more. The roux gene is the same thing, only it's the redhead of the family. The feed gene is kind of the black and white. The redhead is more of the roux gene is more of the redhead, and there's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with that too. So, but I'll try to get to that video and explain it when I'm not trying to go so fast. And give you a little bit more information and some, I'll show you some quail with the feed gene and without and things like that. Holy Grail Quail is in the house. I love the name. Zach, the quail we hatched out from the jumbo wild eggs we ordered from you are only 4.5 weeks old and already laying eggs. Big birds. Thanks, by the way. We are in Phoenix. Well, welcome. Phoenix, Arizona is in the house. Arizona is not representing Quail Con yet. So if you want to come to Quail Con, we'd love to have you. 4.5 weeks old. That might be the youngest I've ever heard. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. I bet they are big. They're laying. I bet they're huge. Congratulations. You're doing great. Paul Shadowcat says, overcooked my first calls. Do you have a favorite recipe? On the grill. I like on the grill. Simple, easy, and fast. Put some sauces on there, and it's good to go. Gary B says, Zach, the Govee device worked marvelous, though still had a miserable rate to make it to brooder. 30 out of 72. A number of factors, still air, plus the heater element. Sure. That makes sense. Yeah, I just don't like the still air. I don't think... What's going on with your hat?
I don't know what's going on with your hat.
Nothing. Why don't you go wear the cowboy hat?
Now you're annoying.
Yeah, I just really don't like the still air. Obviously, the heater element was a major issue as well. But I'm glad that the Govee worked. I mean, at least we're getting somewhere, right? Guthrow's Urban Homestead is in the house, watching from Louisiana. We had a butcher day and moved grow outs around today. Geet Rose Long. Geet Rose is how you pronounce the name. Well, thank you very much. And I'm sure you had a very long day. I know it's a very long day when we butcher here. So congratulations, though. That's a huge step, and I wish you all the best. The Crazy Gaither family's in the house. When would you have jumbo quail eggs up for sale? The jumbo eggs should be back in stock in 3 weeks, maybe a little bit sooner, but I'm just going to say 3 weeks just to be safe. When will you slow down? Don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Like, when will I actually slow down as a person? How old are you?
10.
40, 50, 77. So maybe when I'm around 78, I could slow down.
How old would that be?
30. So you got 20 years to do what you want.
Okay.
And then you're taking over. Andrea Perry says, any idea when you add the new colors? I think you mentioned 2 new colors coming. Yeah, right now I'm using those to get other orders out just to get caught up. But as soon as I can get caught up, they will be going on. I still need to take pictures of them as well. But yeah, if you ordered mixes, you probably got some of those in there, which George is not too happy about, but I got to get these orders out. And I can't just not use 100 eggs a day because they're not on the website yet. I got to get them out. So, Erica says, I'm sold on purchasing eggs from Myshire. Well, thank you very much. We will do our very best to take care of you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. What eggs should I order for best meat and egg harvest? That's a great question. And to answer that question, the largest meat and eggs are jumbo wilds, hands down. And then jumbo whites, and then jumbo sex-links. But with that being said, it really depends on what your goal is. So I don't think that the information, I don't think I've relayed the information well enough. The largest meat and eggs out there are the jumbos. But you're going to get much more production out of the standards. And that's just as important too, because that means you can hatch more out. That means they're going to lay more. That means this, that, and the other. Easier to sell when they're colors. There's a lot of different factors, but meat and eggs, jumbo wilds, productive wise, I'd go with a mix or Rosettas or Scarlets or Golds or Tibetans. They're really good egg layers, but they're not going to be as big either. Gregory's in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Juanita Field says, if it were up to me, we would all be going back to horse and buggies. I would say that, but I think that we need to work on Harley a little bit more before we try to get a buggy. I don't know if that would go super well. I did get kicked off of him. He bucked me off once. You
made him.
I made him.
Yes.
I did not know it was my fault.
Yes.
Sounds like your mother.
Now you do.
World to See is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Let's see. Wish I could. Okay, I just can't. Sarah Rucker's in the house. Have you ever heard of someone successfully raising quails in a tractor or in a deep litter setup? The tractor would have wire mesh on the top to keep predators out. Yeah, absolutely. People do both, actually. I'm assuming you're talking about like a chicken tractor. We actually use that, maybe about a year after we got quail. We had that quail tractor that we had in the yard that we would pull.
Oh, yeah, that one that...
And that's over by the aviary. Yeah, we did it, and it worked great. We enjoyed it. It wouldn't work for us now. You're not going to get as good of production. But yeah, it worked great. Just ordered a Hovebator 2370. It's my first incubator. Well, best of luck to you. We wish you all the best. And we do have the hatching process on a playlist on our YouTube channel. You can check that out, and that will give you a lot of ideas and tips and tricks to learn along the way before you start incubating. Not talking to me. Ghost Comma says, send my hatch results from 50 eggs, ordered 59 eggs and 33 full hatch, 1 died day 1, checked all eggs after hatch, 15 eggs, no development, 10 partial to full develop with no hatch, I'm good. So 39 out of 50. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take those numbers. Did I say what kind it was? No. That's not bad at all. Congratulations. And Ghost Comet, if you're still on, if you could let me know what kind you ordered, I'd like to write that down as well. But thank you very much for letting me know. And congratulations. Will is in the house. Hi, getting started with quail soon from northern Kentucky. Do you know anyone who sell northern bob white quail eggs? Dale's Quails does. I don't know if he ships them, but dalesquails.com has bob whites. Tara's in the house. Hello from Southwest Missouri. My 24 quail babies are still doing amazing. Loving being outdoors and enjoying the sandbox I put in, trying to figure out what all colors I have from the variety I ordered. I hear that there is a video on our YouTube channel. It's not really a video, it's more of a slideshow of all the colors and the names, but probably an easier way to do it is if you go to our website, all the colors and options, even if it's out of stock, are on the first page, the main page of our YouTube channel. So you can kind of check those out. If they're over about 3 weeks old, then you'll be able to tell what they are or what they'll be as adults. But congratulations, and it sounds like you're doing great. So best of luck to you, and congratulations. Taylor's in the house. Any advice for bob whites? I'm starting a business, applying to training facilities. See you at Quail Con. Can't wait to meet you. And I mean, you could talk to Dale's Quails. I don't know if he has any or if he still has them or doesn't have them anymore. I'm not too sure. Other than that, I don't. And I don't have any, nor do I want to get any. So, no, unfortunately, I couldn't help you with that. I'm sorry. As far as where to go. You want to keep going? Yeah. Okay. What do you know?
Go.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Jerry Bell says, do you have a cut sheet for a stacked cage? I'm watching Pop the Builder and it's good, but I am looking for something for the small grower. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, no. Pop the Builder does not write things down, nor does he have plans or blueprints. We did not even have a blueprint for the barn. It was just all on pieces of paper mixed together, lost, redone, all in his head, really. So no, unfortunately not. Now, when George and I finally get to this Gigantor incubator, we will be doing a step-by-step instruction, writing things down, as well as the video. But no, anything we've done before, we don't have anything in writing, no. Sorry. Aleph 9 is in the house. Hopefully I said that correctly. Have you ever thought about going into other types of quail? No. Coturnix quail are just very fast. They're bred for meat and eggs. They can be housed together, multiple hens per male. I really love the quail. We've had bob whites before, and we've had, not that they're quail, but chuckers and pheasants, and those were fine. They weren't Coturnix to me, so I don't think that we would be raising those. I don't think we'll be raising any other game bird because we've got plenty of Coturnix quail to eat, and they kind of taste the same, so no. We'll get other animals. I just don't think we'll be getting any other game birds. Don Ray B's in the house says, Madison, you were doing a great job answering questions.
Thank you.
Rainbow Magic Treasure Chest says, quail hatched in late August, have 5 females, no eggs. As the daylight keeps getting longer, should I begin seeing some eggs? Yeah, but you probably won't for about probably another 2 months. But you might. I mean, I guess it depends on the weather, but I would say probably another 2 months before you start seeing results. Not talking to me. Kayla says, I learned about quail on TikTok, then I found you guys. TikTok would be a great way to promote. George keeps telling me that as well. Maybe one day. I can barely keep up with what I got, but we'll see. Gregory's in the house. Thank you, Zach. I will order this week then. Was planning on ordering 110, but we'll stick to 50 of the variety choice mixed colors as each of my incubators hold 56. I do have one free. There you go. Well, best of luck to you, and we'll get you out as soon as possible. And and you said that you had some, I think you said turkeys, but maybe you said, I think he said turkeys in. I could be wrong. You had something in. Ghost Comma says, I think my hatch results math adds up. I'm not sure because I just really excited about the quail in my brooder. They are doing well. That is awesome. Well, when you get the final numbers, just let me know. And sometimes they're hard to count, that's for sure. Usually it's easier to count the hatched versus non-hatched eggs than it is the actual quail themselves because they like to move a lot. What's Quail Farms in the House trying to breed a chicken and a quail? Gonna call it a chail or a quailkin. Quailkin. People have tried to do that. I don't think they've had success yet, but maybe you could. Taylor is in the house. I've seen him. I was wondering if I could get away with this. Oh, not talking to me. Steven's in the house from New York. Welcome. Rainbow Magic Treasure Chest says, when can I move in? Oh, I don't think you're talking to me. Bryce says, why not call it a quicken? Okay. I was going with quailkin, but quicken would work too. Psycho Ward 360 says, hi everyone from Vegas. Welcome. We're glad you're here. James says, should those of us going to Quail Con bring a PPE suit and booties for barn tours? No. If they are needed for everybody, then I will provide them. I don't want everybody have to bring their own or have to worry about buying them or whatever the case may be. WC Rex 103 Nelson says, hi from Wisconsin. Can I pre-order for May shipment? Yeah, if you go to the website, you can order whatever you'd like. That's available. And then there at checkout, once you go to the cart, at checkout, there's a note section. In that note section, you can just put in, please ship the week of, what do you say? May 7th. And then we'll make sure that you're taken care of that week. Madison, you want a gray mini Rex house rabbit. Trust me on this.
Okay.
Negative. They're trying to get you in trouble, is the thing.
No.
I think you got plenty of animals right now.
I never can have too much.
I hear what you're saying. I'm sure people will agree with you. Richard Brown says, got a new family started with quail today. I tell them all about the live Q&A. Well, thank you very much and congratulations. It sounds like you're doing a great job getting the word out there and helping people become more self-sufficient. So that's awesome. Congratulations. We're blessed that you're part of the community. Tommy's in the house. I can't remember. I bought them from your auction. You should have that written down somewhere then. Thank you very much. Auction. I'll check that out. Not talking to me. Ben Hurt said ordered some Egyptian fee eggs from you last week. So excited to get started. That is awesome. Congratulations. And if I had to guess, you're going to go out late this week on the Egyptian fees, but I'd have to look. But yeah, I'm starting to make some progress on that. Steven says, I can't wait for the Rosetta and tuxedo ordered to New York. Well, welcome, and we're glad you're here. And I think you just ordered yesterday or the day before, so it'll be a week or two, but I will get them out as soon as possible. Christy says, my daughter wants to donate $5 of her own money to the contest, so that's from her. She enters contests every month. Well, thank you very much. Make sure that she enters this contest, and I'll give you a hint, or not a hint, but a suggestion. When you email and enter the contest, it is best to be as personable as possible. The good stories go a long way. And that's all I'll say for right now. But best of luck to you. Bars Farm says, how many tickets still left to Quail Con? That's a great question. I don't know. It's probably around 300. Maybe. Zach, you most definitely have the best price on your eggs. Well, thank you very much. Now, they're not all 50 cents. I wanted to give some options for people that kind of are on a budget or tight window of money to put towards it or something like that. I just felt like I needed to put my money where my mouth was, and if I really do want everybody to get involved with Coturnix quail and become more self-sufficient, especially with all the crap going on in the world, then I needed to make one as affordable as possible, and that's as affordable as I can get. Did you? Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Kendra says, have any jumbo hatching eggs? I just tried to order and everything was out of stock. No, the jumbos will probably not be on the website for about another 3 weeks, unfortunately. I am sorry for the inconvenience, and we are working on it, I promise. Lee's Quails is in the house. Hello, everyone from Oklahoma. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Ooh, I'm still way behind. Lee is in the house. What type of brand hygrometer do you recommend? I have a Farm Innovator, circulated air, and Little Giant still air incubator, and fan upgrade is on the way. I really like the Govee. The Govee's on our Amazon store. Obviously, you don't have to buy it there. You can just buy it anywhere you want. But I really like the Govee. It works well for me. But a meat thermometer would work just the same. I mean, it's just something that you need to know that you can trust. So make sure that there's good reviews. And to be honest with you, look, here, how do I say this?
I don't know how.
I'm not trying to persuade or mislead you. I'm trying to give you information and try to help you on your journey. I really am. But I still think that you should still look and research before you do whatever I recommend. So I really like the Govee. It really works for me. But still look at other, look at the reviews on wherever you buy it and make sure that other people are having the same success and things like that. But I really do think that it's important. I'm trying to help, but my way is not every person's way. So I just want to make sure that you have the best success. No kidding on horse being cheaper than gas prices. I spent $5.99 a gallon to fill my tank this morning. That angers me. That's ridiculous. $6 a gallon. That's...
For us, it was $3.11, I think.
It's like $3.49.
Hmm.
It was $3.11 like 2 weeks ago.
It was $3.11 today.
Was it? You need to go get gas. Kendra's in the house from California. La Rochelle Farm says, that's funny, Zach crying about losing videos on phone, and Madison is looking at his, like, what's wrong with you? I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're deleting them.
I'm not deleting them.
How do I know? What the Quail Farm says, hey, Zach, do you play guitar? Your fingernails are so short. Nope, I just have a problem biting my nails. James is in the house. Comment, sounds like a tagline. How large are your jumbos? Gotta go all yeah, right. Gotta go all my son's home, and he wants to gain the sacrifices I make. I hear what you're saying. Well, best of luck to you, and thanks for showing up for a minute, or for a while, actually. Bryce says, how does Myshire Farm get new blood for their quail? Like, do you get wild quail? Do you inbreed again? This is Myshire Farm specific. No, our breeding program, and because we're blessed with so many different colony cages, and the way we've came up with how to breed, we don't need to introduce new blood ever. We did try to introduce new blood before a couple different times, and there was only one time out of everyone that we purchased from that we kept. Everything else we had to call. And so we decided that we spend a whole lot of time, money, energy, effort in that quail barn, and we really don't want to get new blood just to get new blood and then have to redo it all. So we came up with our own system, but the only way we can do this system is because we have a lot of quail and a lot of cages. A lot. Rainbow Magic Church says, yep, I missed the per gallon. I thought $6 for the whole tank seemed like a steal. Yeah, right? Holy Grail Quail, because that Holy Grail Quail says, Zach, the quail we hatched out from the jumbo wild eggs we ordered from you are only 4.5 weeks old, already laying eggs, big birds. Thanks. By the way, we are in Phoenix. Thank you very much for letting me know. I did read that one earlier. It might have automatically reposted, but that is fantastic. I think 4.5 weeks is the youngest I've ever heard. We've had a couple at 4.5 weeks, but that is rare. So I bet they are really big birds. Congratulations. It sounds like you're doing great. What's Quail Farm says we need to invent gas made from quail poo. That would be the best self-sufficient option right now, right? James says, what do you get when you mix the red Rugine with the pearl? By the way, thanks for all the info. You've been such a help over the last year. Well, thank you very much. And you can get a lot of really cool stuff. Both new colors that we're going to be introducing as soon as I can are both Ru and Fijian combined. The Egyptian Fi, that is the Rugine. It's actually an Egyptian, which is the Ru dilute of the wild. And then we also introduced the Fijian, and we are currently working on a sex-linked Fijian that is working. We just have to build up the cage, but we just confirmed that it is a go. So there's a lot of things in the works, but you can get a lot of really, really pretty stuff out of it. Margaret and John Hall's in the house. How old do the males have to be fertile? 6 weeks, but I'd give it a week. So as early as 6, but best practice would be 7 or 8. I will be wearing the suit. I promise. I will be wearing it. This one I couldn't find a place where it would make sense. But the next video I've got lined up makes perfect sense. So it'll be worn. I promise. All the kids are forcing me to wear that bee outfit. Or at least Trenton is. I thought you were too. No, Trenton is. James says we love Winola. Absolutely. They're not only great people, but great product as well. PJ's Family Farm says we had a really huge egg laid yesterday. It was cracked, so I opened it, and it had 1 yolk and 1 white, but also an entire complete whole egg in it. Ouch, that had to hurt. I offered ice, but no go on it. I think I've only had that happen 2 or 3 times, so that's pretty rare too. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? And yeah, it was an egg inside of an egg. And there's been one time I had a triple yolker, and there was one time we actually had a quadruple yolker. And that thing, I swear, was the size of an emu egg. It wasn't, but it was big. So that's pretty cool. We've got 222 likes, so thank you all for
giving a like.
Supporting the channel. Yeah, giving a like and supporting the channel. We really appreciate you. Katernick's Corner's in the house. Hello, Zach and everyone. Who's the cute next to you? This is Madison.
Hi.
She's our horse trainer here on the farm. Jasmine says about molt. About how long does everyone's quail molt? Any dietary changes that help get those new feathers in nicely? Will 16 hours of light add stress to the molt or not matter? No, the light won't really matter. I wouldn't change the feed, or the lack of production will increase even longer. I don't know. I think everybody's different. I think it has a lot to do with environment. I know it has a lot to do with environment. Our molts usually take about a week and a half. But I've heard people say that they've had theirs molt for 3 or 4 weeks. I've never had that experience, but I do think it has a lot to do with the environment. Ghost Kama says, yes, self-designed quail and rabbit hutches to be interchangeable if needed. I do. There you go. Thank you very much for sharing. Ben Hurt says, if I ordered eggs last week, how long until they ship? Either sometime this week or next, most likely. But you can text me and send me your order number. I'll look it up and get you a more, I don't want to say exact, a more closer ETA, but I'd have to look at the information. Roebuck Ranch is in the house. Hello all. Glad to finally make a live session. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, thanks for showing up. We appreciate you, and glad you're here, and welcome to the community. It's very cool. Not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me, not talking to me. No one's talking to me. Victoria, Texas is in the house and donated $5 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. J Love says, you taught me all I know about quail. Now I have my first two. That's awesome. Congratulations. And you are well on your way. Best of luck to you. Jasmine says, LOL, nice hat edition, Madison. I like it. I wear baseball caps all the time. I think she was talking about the other one you were wearing. We're not there yet. We're a little behind on comments. Adam Wright says, question, just set the 360 incubator Friday. I have the breather opened at a quarter and still rating 55%. Is that okay? Just set 55 is pretty high. I would take a syringe or a what is it, a baster? Oh, there you go. Best of both worlds. And take some of that water out. And that should help get it down. Is it apple cider vinegar in the water? Okay, it is. I don't think you should do it all the time. Be sparing about it. But yeah, a lot of people do it. I don't use it. I rather use electrolytes. They're Save a Chick. I use those once a month. But apple cider vinegar, pretty much the same thing, to be honest with you. Andrea Perry says, I find the ACV is good for mine. Oh, not talking to me. James is in the house from Idaho. Welcome. We're glad you're here. David from Iowa is in the house. When is the Homesteaders Conference? The Tennessee one is the end of April and the spring. And then the main one is in Virginia, and it's... oh, where's my to-do list?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. Do you see another notebook? Yeah. There we go. October 7th and 8th is the one in Virginia. That's my to-do list. That's the big one. But the spring Tennessee one is, I can't remember. I was just invited. End of April. April like 28th, 29th, or April 29th and 30th. I can't remember. And it's in Tennessee. Okay, I open. Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me. Dean is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Meekor Acres Rick is in the house. Evening all. I just set my first batch of 45 today from my batch. I hatched on 12/27. Even got a celadon layer from the batch. Thanks, Zach. Awesome. Congratulations. And we wish you the best of luck. And again, this is a huge step. So pat yourself on the back. That's great. Congratulations. Kyle Homewood is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. What's a pearl with Rugine get you? I can't tell you that, but it's coming soon. David's in the house. First time quail hatching, 28 in the incubator on day 2. And temp humidity look great, so still so nervous being new to this. I completely understand that. Believe you me, when I was doing the bee video this week, it was very overwhelming. Even when I figured out that it was pretty simple, it was very overwhelming. Like, you know the incubator's right, you've got separate thermometers and hygrometers, and temp is right, humidity is right, you're doing everything right, and you're still stressed to the max. I get it. It's just a new experience, but it's a lot of fun, and once you get the hang of it, quail are so simple. So best of luck to you. Julie Smith is in the house. Caitlin is in the house tonight. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I love the feed gene over the roux, but the diluter genes are also fun to work with. Absolutely. Just got a ship notification for my eggs. We're so excited for eggs this week. The wife, welcome. We're glad you're here. And yeah, Jenna is working on labels as we speak. I sent her a big list. Verna says, oh, Madison, I love the hat. I don't know which one.
Thanks.
Faking Baking says, very excited for the eggs. I just ordered first round out about y'all on first found out about y'all on eBay. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here now. And thanks for showing up. And I will get your orders out as soon as possible. Best of luck to you. Tammy is in the house. That looks so cute on you, Madison. I think she's talking about the cowboy hat. No, it's hard to say. I don't know. We're really behind.
Yeah.
Why can't I do anything? Paul's in the house. Deep fried, our first calls. You have any favorite recipes? I just throw them on the grill, slap some sauce on them, whatever Jenna gives me, flip them, bring them in, and we really like it that way. We have deep fried before. That was really cool. Well, we've tried a bunch of different. I still like the grill. I just like the grill. But I pretty much like the grill over almost anything anyway. Where can I purchase my Myshire hoodie? It looks very cool. It's on our YouTube channel. I think if you exit out of the chat, there's like a little merch store and you can click on, and then there's a hoodie on there. If you go to our main page, there is a tab on our main page that says shop, and that'll give you all of our options. But we've got coffee cups and mugs and hoodies and t-shirts and tank tops, and I don't think we have a hat. We might have a hat. I don't know.
We might have a hat.
I don't think we do.
We don't have a hat?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they offered the. Oh, they did offer a hat, but the hat started out like $27. I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. It's a lot for a hat.
Yes, it is.
Quail are addictive. They are. Yes, I agree. But in a good way. In a good way. Frank Kimball's in the house from Wisconsin. I did see that you got MPIP certified lately, so congratulations on that. Rick says, I want to cart train my mini, but carts are so darn expensive, and used one for a few and far between around here. Yeah, absolutely. We've had Harley for, gosh, I don't know, 6 months maybe? Do you know?
No. I don't.
Wait.
It has to be more than that.
We had Harley at Quail Con last year.
Yeah. We had him for a year.
Oh, you know what? I think we had him, it was right before my birthday. Because I made a joke to Mom saying, oh, happy birthday to me. Let me shell out all this money. And she said, it's for your daughter. I said, I was just joking. She was like, it's not funny. I said, okay. So I think it was beginning of August.
Okay. So 6 more months, and then it will be a year that we had him. Around.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I don't know where I was. Oh, Jasmine says, I raise my quail in a deep litter aviary and it works wonderfully, and I am experimenting with a partial deep litter cage setup as well. There you go. Thank you very much for sharing. Bryce is in the house, new and learning. Will it be okay if my male is larger than my female? It is, and if you're trying to increase the weight, that's exactly how you want to do it. If it's standards, typically it's nicer for the females to be larger. But if you're trying to increase size, then that's exactly the way you do it fast, is the male is the larger. Jesse Mills donated $20 to the 18 and under contest. Thank you very much. And also is donating a Govee, I do believe. Yep, donating a Govee. It's the extra thermometer. We don't believe incubators. We think that they all lie. So I found a thermometer that you put in there that reads what the temperature is.
Okay.
And it's called a Govee thermometer. So it reads the temperature and it reads the humidity. So how stuffy it is and how hot or cold it is. And that reads much better than the incubators because they all don't tell the truth. And welcome. We're glad you're here, Bryce. Welcome to the community. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. Now remember, on Mondays at 8 p.m., I do a fast, rapid-fire live Q&A, and I only read off the questions. and answer those. So I don't go through everything. It's usually about 35 minutes to an hour long. These usually go a little bit longer. We're sitting at 2 hours now, but we're starting to get caught up. And so if you don't have the time and you have a lot more questions, feel free to join us on Mondays as well at 8 p.m. and we will go much faster for you. Thomas is in the house. I just purchased another 50 of the autumn amber eggs. I do really love the autumn amber eggs. Those are gorgeous, and I'll get you out as soon as possible. The Grazing Farmstead says, I am using a deep mulch aviary based on Jasmine Bassett's success. I rake it every 2 weeks. It's so easy. There you go. Awesome. Can I special request wild jumbo that lay blue eggs and have long head feathers? No, I do not have any jumbo wilds that are blue egg layers. Sorry. I mean, you might somewhere, but I don't know of anyone that has jumbo wild celadons. But I don't really look either. Anita says, love the cowgirl hat. I have the incubator and comfort plast on the way, patiently waiting for jumbo show availability. Wife is mad, but it's for the greater good. I hear what you're saying, father figure. I will get you the jumbos as soon as possible back on the website, but it sounds like you're getting everything ready and in order, and I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Hatch results, I ordered jumbo mix 25 and select mix 25. I did have a humidity problem with my Hovabator, too high at the recommended setting, but I constantly adjusted it down. Maybe you finished it later on. We just set 80 JMF jumbos for our first hatch and love your videos. Well, thank you very much. Best of luck to you, and I hope you get a great hatch. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. I'm good. Well pleased with my order. Well, that's great. If you want to let me know what those are, I'll write it down. Band Garcia Sevens is in the house. Welcome. We're glad to hear. S. McKee is in the house. I have seen numerous reports that China is harvesting all financial and personal records of anybody that uses TikTok. Well, TikTok is owned by China. So I'm sure there's a bunch of truth to that. I agree. Madison needs a spoiled house bun like Treb.
What?
I don't know. I think they were having a conversation. I didn't read all of it. Do quail eat stink bugs?
Do they?
I don't think I've ever had a stink bug in the barn. I think the quail are too smelly for the stink bugs. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure they would. Jess Sabin, Iron Vale. Homestead is in the house from Colorado. Welcome. Colorado is representing at Quail Con, so that's pretty cool. My jumbo eggs have just about a week left in the incubator. Well, best of luck to you. Keep us posted, and we wish you all the best. How many hens should I get to fill up a 2-door homemade incubator and get into the balut business? That is almost an impossible question. It's not really how big your incubator is, it's how many quail rails you can put in there. So for example, Gigantor that we're using now can fit 7,700. The Gigantor that we're building again, a new one, we've re-engineered it, and we're going to be able to put, I think, 9,400 eggs in there at one time, by just the different way of building it. So that would be that answer, however many trays you can fit in there. And I'm a big believer that slow and steady wins the race. Did I say this? Yeah. So, I'd start with, well, let's see, if you get 110 eggs and you hatch out, we'll say 60, and out of the 60 eggs, 30 hens, so you're going to get 25 to 27 eggs a day. Let's say you use 5 eggs a day for you. That's 20 eggs a day. You can hold them up for a week, so 7 times 2 is 140. I think that'd be a great way to start your balut business, and then just start building from there. So I'd go with 110 count. James says, I'm back. My kid's blown up all the demons on the internet. My inner child is telling me Madison is getting frigidy and may want to move on. Could be wrong. You can go. Or you can stay. Andrea Perry says, could you pretty please share what the new colors are? I want to order eggs soon and want pansy feed, but you mentioned scarlet something and I don't want to order till I see the new ones. I hear what you're saying. It's a scarlet fee. I'm willing to share that one. And it's really it's much more complicated. Well, as simplistic as I can, it's a scarlet. It's a red quail, but it's got the fee gene. So it's like this two-tone kind of thing. It's really cool looking. It almost looks like a red growl fee. It's kind of cool. It's not better than the pansy fee, but it's pretty cool. The other one, should I tell him or wait? I've been waiting this long. You make the call. Make the call.
Don't make the stress on me.
I'm gonna wait on the other one. I've waited this long. I promised that I would keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Bryce has 222 likes. We're up to 229, so thank you all for all of the support. We really appreciate you. Josh's Punk Rock Garden says, the thing I love about the Govee now that I got one is the phone app will let you look at what your incubator was doing temp and humidity wise while you were at work and fine tune it. Yep, absolutely. I love that aspect about it as well. Genuine Toe Tag says, what is your brooders made of? Are they all aluminum? Actually, they're all wood, and then they're wrapped in aluminum to preserve them a little bit better, and we can pressure wash them. But yeah, they're actually, what they actually are is they're the brooders that we had in our first barn. So you can go back and see what our first brooders look like. They're actually those that we took the legs off of and put wheels on and then covered in aluminum. Made a couple other changes, but we like to recycle. If we spend the money on it, we're going to get everything we can out of it. Hello, everyone from Northern Illinois. Our Myshire Jumbos are 4 weeks old and doing great. I love to hear that, Michelle. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Welcome to the community. And I love that you're doing great. Illinois is going to be representing Quail Con. So if you haven't gotten to Quail Con yet, check it out on our website, myshirefarm.com. We'd love for everybody that can come. Come. Sorry if this has already been addressed, but is there any updates on Jumbos getting back on the site? I don't think I've been asked that today. I'm just joking. It's a very popular question, and it's okay. But I'm hoping, I'm going to say 3 weeks. I think that it's going to be a little bit sooner, but I think 3 weeks. I'm working on it as quickly as I can, I promise. But Living Wild, we're glad you're here, and it's a good question. It should be asked because they're out of stock, so I get it. I'm hoping to put them on in 3 weeks. How do we know when our order gets shipped out? We actually email you a tracking number a day or two in advance. So for example, Jenna was working on labels tonight. Someone earlier commented saying that they just got an email with the tracking number. So that'll go out tomorrow or Tuesday, and then they'll be able to track it. So you'll have about a 3 to 5 day notice before you get the eggs. What the Quail Farm says, during winter, is it normal for quail to stop laying eggs? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm assuming that you don't have supplemental light on them. So when the light decreases, sunlight decreases, they'll stop laying. So if you don't have supplemental light on them during the winter, then they will not lay during the winter. So yes, that would be normal. To fix that problem, you would put just a regular light bulb on them about 16 hours a day, and then they'll lay all year long. Glenn Wells says, I started just wanting eggs and meat, but got a mixed breeder set, and after seeing the variety out there, I'm going to need more cages. I'm thinking autumn ambers next. I do really like the autumn ambers a lot. Double hat. Wow. You're wearing it.
Yeah.
Somebody said double hat. Quail Con is the weekend before my wife's birthday. She has been looking at tickets and trying to figure out cost of gas to get there. Well, hopefully you guys can make it. We try to make it as affordable as possible. Believe you me, if I could do something about gas, I would do that too. But hopefully you can make it. And we'd love to meet you, and I think it's going to be a great time. The black hat is actually mine. Actually, all three of these hats are mine. I wear this one when I'm actually on the farm.
No, you do not.
Or when I'm on Harley.
No, you do not.
I do too.
You
haven't
not.
been here the past 4 times I've ridden Harley. You've been at Rah-Rah's.
You rode Harley?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You're lying.
I'm not. Don't know where it came from, but I have a blue baby like it. Maybe you're not talking to me. My eggs went on to lockdown today. 48% candled clear. Fine crackling could be seen on almost all. I opened each one, no development at all, and quite a few were dried up inside. Do they freeze? No, it sounds like you have a temperature issue. I would increase your temperature by at least 1 degree, and make sure your humidity is at about 70% for lockdown to at least try to get the rest of them to hatch. But I would definitely check out your incubator. It definitely sounds like it's a temperature issue. I mean, they could freeze, but not 48% of them. I wouldn't think, unless you didn't let them sit. If you didn't let them sit and you took them straight from the box to the incubator, then they would crack that way. I guess, I don't know. I would check the temperature. That's something that can be controlled. Jasmine says, I am so impressed and proud of this community. The donations to the 1800 contest night have been incredible. I love that everyone is committed to the cause of encouraging the next generation. Absolutely. We really appreciate you. And any donations going forward is going to go to a fantastic Quail Con that hopefully will benefit many people. Someone said you're looking bored. Am I boring you?
Yes.
What?
Bye.
Are you leaving?
Yes.
Okay. I said you could go. All right. I guess we lost her. See ya. Black's Tropical Homestead says, hello, soil brothers and soil sisters. Just ordered our first eggs from you. So excited and learning all I can. Well, best of luck to you. I hope that it all goes well. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. We'd be happy to help you out. And yeah, good luck. I don't know if you said you ordered, from me. So I will try to get you out as quickly as possible, I promise. Lost audio, anybody else? Oh God, I hope not. Been talking for quite some time since that comment. Quail are very addictive. I started with 5 jumbo wilds due to being allergic to chicken eggs. Now I'm on my 3rd year raising quail and now able to eat eggs after 13 years. Quail eggs are a blessing. Absolutely, I agree. That's one of the big reasons why we love it. I think that was a big reason why we kept doing it, is one of our first customers was just the sweetest woman that came out, and she was trying to get her family to eat healthy, and you know, her kids were allergic to chicken eggs and blah blah, and she got some quail, and she just came back and just ranted and raved and said, this is just, seriously, it's going to change my life. It's going to be, everything's going to be so much easier to, I'm going to be able to cook for him easier. I'm going to be able to do, it was just, and it really motivated us. And we were like, we might have something. And it really helped a lot. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Dwight is in the house. When will you have hatching eggs available again? We do have quite a bit of hatching eggs available on the website right now. But if you're looking for jumbos, we're looking at about 3 weeks. But we do have a lot of options on the website right now. Victoria, Texas says, I have 1 male jumbo white and 5 female or maybe jumbo wild. We'll say jumbo wild. I have 1 wild male, 5 wild females. They do not share cages. Oh, maybe you're not talking to me. I finally fixed my temp and humidity. Been moving fans and heaters all day. Built upright freezer hatcher. 5 hatching baskets. Temp average 99.3. Humidity 71 on 3 govies. That is good. What kind? Upright freezer. You might hate me, Dan. I would kind of recommend to try to get it to 100. Well, I guess it depends on your circulation. If the gobies are in different places, different levels, and the circulation is there, then you're doing great. But typically with the big, freezer incubators, typically you want a little bit higher of a temp because there's so much circumference. We've learned along the way. But, you're still in the range, so you'll be fine. I put 2 of the Govee minis in an airtight container with a shot glass of salt slurry. Both read the same temp and 75% humidity. Those things are cool. That's super cool. Thanks for sharing. That's really cool. Andrea says, ha ha ha, okay, I'll be patient-ish. I'm almost ready. I really do want to tell you, but I promised I wouldn't, and I got to stick to it. It's not just you. Every place I've tried to order is out of jumbo hatching eggs. It's that time of year. That's a normal thing for this time of year. It doesn't matter if you've got 30 jumbo eggs a day or 400 jumbo eggs a day. It doesn't matter. You're going to sell out. It's just, it is what it is. But that's normal for this time of year, unfortunately. Any thoughts on which breed would work best in a quail tractor? No, they'd all do just fine. There's not one that would stand out. There's not one that would do poorly. We put a mix in there. I don't remember everything that was in it. I know there was wilds, whites, rosettas, pretty sure Tibetan. I know there was golds. I think scarlet. I think that was all that was in there. But they all did the exact same. So no, you could put anything you wanted in there. They'll do just fine. That's a good question, though. Jasmine says, Maddie wore the black hat better. Sorry, Zach. I hear what you're saying. I agree. Purple Schooly Girls in the house. Hello, everyone from Tucson. I'm running late again. Glad to catch the end. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. And thanks for showing up. AZ Highland Homestead is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Dwight says, your sidekick looks exhausted. Yeah. Yeah, we were at dinner and she said, I'll do the live with you tonight. And I said, okay, but this is the long one. It's like 2.5, 3 hours. And she said, that's okay. And I said, well, if you want to stick around for a little bit, you're more than welcome to. If you want to stay the whole time, you can too. She's like, okay, I'll stay. And I said, okay. And then I asked her twice during the live. And I was like, if you want to go, you can go. And I didn't want to push too much because I think she wanted to spend time with me. But I knew she would be bored out of her mind, so... But she's got my iPad now, so I'm sure she's fine. But she's a trooper. She hung in there. Rich Brown says, good night all. Got to deliver 25 quail at 8 in the morning. That's awesome. Congratulations. She does have a great smile. I agree. Can you breed for disposition? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just joined that Facebook group too, Verna. There you go. Okay, good. So I can breed the ones that are friendliest and least skittish then. Yep, that's exactly how you would breed for temperament, which is something we do here. In the next 5 years, do you think selective quail breeding will yield jumbos that are consistently over a pound? No. At least I won't have anything to do with it. They're just not made to get that big. We've had some. Um, when we started out, the mindset was, oh, let's just get the biggest jumbo out there. And so we really, really worked on it. And we started getting some that were over a pound, bigger than that. And we put them in a separate cage and we were breeding them. And, we just started noticing. And then we started writing down lack of production, barely could walk. I mean, they looked awful. Very low fertility because the male was just so big. And the hens were so big. And they didn't live very long. I mean, I think their lifespan was maybe 9 months. And I think we got up to a full cage. So we got up to, full cage in that barn. So I think we got up to like 35 of them that were over a pound. And every single one of them just did not do well. But right next to it was all of our jumbos that were a good size, but not that big. And they were just going great. So I'm just really against getting above. I'm happy with where I'm at. If somebody does want to do that, I'm not against it. I won't do it. I have 4 different levels, but that was a good question. That was a very good question. I have 4 different levels being checked, all within 2/10. You're good to go then. Congratulations. Sounds like you did a great job. A lot of moving around at the very end. That's usually the frustrating part when you're just trying to tweak it just enough. Bryce says, when you started, did you ever think you would be where you are today? Yeah. But I'm a big believer that you got to see where you're going. Visualize it and then reach it, well, I didn't know how I was going to do it. But I'm going to say yes and no. I knew that Jenna my wife, is super duper smart. She had already started without me, the business. And I knew that she had the brains and I was willing to work as much as I had to get the job done. And it didn't really take long before we actually had a passion for it. And it's not something that you can measure. It's like you can just feel it. You just got to feel like, oh, this is it. Like, this is how I can help people. This is me giving. And once that happened, then I knew that this is what we would do. I didn't know how it would go. I didn't know how we would get by, but I mean, even if the quail business shuts down tomorrow, which it's not, I'm getting orders out, I promise. But even if the quail business shut down tomorrow, I'll do whatever I have to do to provide for my family. But that motivates me quite a bit. But I am blessed and beyond blessed, beyond measure, that I get to do something that I'm passionate about, something that I love, something that I'm good at, and I get to be home while I do it. And my business partner is my wife. I mean, I got it made, guys. I'm pretty blessed. More than I deserve. Brent Von Ruden is in the house, just about to put some eggs in the incubator for the first time, hoping I can get a few to hatch. Well, best of luck to you. That's super exciting. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and ask, and we'd be happy to help. Just finished a batch of quail bone broth, 4 quarts of delicious nutrition. There you go. That's awesome. Bill is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Danny is in the house. I had my first 21 eggs out of 45 hatch, and I was planning on leaving them in the incubator for 36 hours. However, at 20 hours, the chicks got soaked in a matter of an hour. Humidity from 65 to 86. Do I know what? I don't know what the end of your question was, but you need to pull them out. I recommend every 24 hours you take them out. So even if they are soaked, they're not going to dry off anytime soon. So get a very, 250-watt light bulb, put it real close, put them underneath it. They'll dry out within a few hours, which will be a much better practice than leaving them in the incubator. But yeah, I recommend 24 hours. No using a regular thermometer. Maybe you're not talking to me. You need to put a ticker tape on the bottom for the jumbos. I don't know what that is. You need to put a ticker tape on the bottom for the jumbos. I don't know what that. Maybe you're not talking to me. We have a little giant incubator. Can we safely place Govee on the egg turner? Yep, absolutely. That's what I did. Worked great. Jesse Saban says, I'm really considering ordering the rare mix after the eggs I have now hatch. I love all the colors. I really do love the rare mix. I think you get really cool assortment. Yeah, I really like the rare mix. And most of the rare mix are fees, which are always fun to work with. So Jasmine says, great minds, exact. Thank you very much. AZ Highland Homestead says, we're looking to buy eggs from multiple sources, set up a long-term breeding program to prevent inbreeding as much as possible. Can you give advice on what you would do for genetics on a small scale? Well, if it's small scale, it doesn't really matter how many sources you've got. You're going to have to, if you've got less than 4 cages, you're going to have to bring in new blood about every 3 years, no matter how many sources you got. To do what we do would be very difficult, which is why a lot of people don't understand it and why a lot of people are against it. But when you've got 74 cages that are colony cages that fit 60 quail in it, you can come up with pretty much your whole island to itself in quail and be able to do it. But if you've got minimal cages, it's doable, but it would take a lot of effort and time, a lot. You could, if I were you, I would probably use them all. I'd probably inbreed. I'd line breed. You could clan breed. That would probably work pretty well if you've got limited cages. I would need a lot more information to give you an actual educated answer on that, unfortunately. Josh's Punk Rock Garden says AZ Highland Homes clan breeding might work for. Yep, there you go. Yep. I would agree. Clan breeding would be a good option. I would probably incorporate all of them. Also, I don't really know what you mean by small scale either. Donnie and Lisa Pittman is in the house. Hello, this is Lisa from Illinois. I'm looking to up my quail flock and ordering jumbo eggs in the next few weeks. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for being here and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. Best of luck to you. I will get jumbos on as soon as possible. I mean, you didn't say you were going to order them for me, but if you are looking to order them for me, I will get them on the website as soon as possible. I promise. And I wish you all the best, and good luck on your journey. Whispering Pines Caternix Quail says, what is the normal amount of chicks to lose after hatching? We lost 3 in the first 48 hours out of 84. The rest are looking healthy and eating like bottomless pits. They were the 3 were smaller than the rest. Yeah, I would say that's normal. There's environmental issues that you can work on, but if you lose if you lose less than 10%, so if you hatch out 100 and you lose 10, it's not ideal. I think we need to improve the process. I don't think that there's an issue. I think it's environmental. If you lose more than 10%, that's when something has to change right away. But when you're losing, let's say you hatch out 100 and you lose 10. Okay, let's fix some processes going forward. You hatch out 100 and you lose 5. All right, well, when you get a chance, let's fix this, and that should help a little bit. If you hatch out 100 and you lose 20, okay, we need to revamp everything. We need to look at everything. What's the feed? What's the environment? What's the heat lamp? Where's it at? Where's the feed? Where's the water? This, that, and the other. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think you're doing fine. And they were kind of small. Most likely, they probably shouldn't have hatched and you got them to hatch, which is great, but they just didn't thrive. So I think you're fine. Didn't know so many people were allergic to chicken eggs. A lot. You would be very surprised. I did not know either until I started, but I was very surprised. Thanks so much for talking about line breeding and clan breeding. We bred leopard geckos as a business for years, but they did very well with inbreeding. Home range was 200 yards in the wild. There you go. I'd look at the clan breeding, especially if you've got some breeding experience. That changes some things too. Yeah, I would look into that. And again, it depends on how many cages you got. It's a good question. It's just kind of a hard question to answer for an individual. I don't know the setup. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, nope. Hobby Farm. Hey, Zach Knight. I know the live is about to end. Can you wait before you end? I will wait a second. I'll give you the announcements real quick until that ends. So, congratulations to the 18 under contest, Anna. You did a great job. It was a great email. Thank you for all the supporters. Thank you so much for everybody that donated to the 18 under contest. I thought that was super, super cool. This week, we've got our first bee video. It is more, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not very comfortable giving advice or anything with bees because I'm brand new, but I'm just sharing the experience, so hopefully it goes well. But I am doing an AI bird flu prevention video this week. I've already done it. It'll be posted later this week, and I am comfortable with that. So hopefully that will help you a lot, and the bee video you'll just enjoy, and maybe you'll get in with bees too. Quail Con, September 3rd and 4th. Check that out on the website. If you don't know or want to know more about the 18 under contest, type into the YouTube search bar 18 and under contest by Myshire Farm. That video will pull up, and it'll give you all the information you need. It's something that's very near and dear to my heart, Myshire Farm's heart, and all the people that donate, from the donations on here to everybody that gives to the actual winner. If you can, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button right now, as I would greatly appreciate it if you supported the channel. I think that gave you enough time, I hope, because I'm pretty much out of announcements. Here we go. When do you think you will get quail chicks on your website? I'm hoping in about, well, I don't sell chicks. I don't ship chicks. I ship once they're off the heat lamp, so I ship them when they're 3 to 4 weeks old, and I'm hoping that they will start being available in about 6 weeks. I'm not going to put them in until I know that I've got, so I put some in, ideally I put some in every week, right? So some go into the incubator, and then when I put some in the next week, and then I put some in the next week, and then those go into lockdown, and then, you know, those hatch out, and then the ones that were in there go into lockdown, and then I put, you know, so it's a rotating door. I'm not going to count having any live quail until I have at least a 4-week rotation that they are in, because I don't want to put in, you know, 10 quantity of 10 breeder sets available, and then I tell everybody, oh, they'll be back on the website on April 9th or whatever, and then they sell like that, and then everybody has. So until I know that I've got a steady flow coming through, I won't be announcing exactly what, but I'm hoping in 6 weeks is the answer to that. Donnie and Lisa, will you please give the details for the 18 under contest? Right below you, actually, Verna put the link to the 18 under contest video. You can check that out, and that will give you all the information you need. Have a wonderful night and week, everyone. Great chat tonight. Thank you for the time, Zach. Thanks to the great mods. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Good night. Bless you and yours, Susan. Absolutely. Jasmine, if you're still on, I'd like to get you later on this week, and I'd like to... I want to ask you some things, but if you could watch the bee video first, and then maybe you can get with me when you're available, I'd like to get some opinions from you. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. If you're still on, if not, I'll contact you. Hobby Farm says, do you think getting rabbits will be next spring? Susan says, good night, bless you and yours. Thank you very much. I appreciate you as well. Hobby Farm says, do you think you getting rabbits will be next spring? No, I think the plan is that we're still going to get them this year, is the plan. I'm not sure where I'm going to find the time, but I made that a goal, so somehow I'm going to do it. Don't know how yet. And can my quail live with chickens and ducks, or do they just live with chickens? I don't recommend that the quail live with either one. I think they need to be separated. But, I mean, some people do it, and they have success with it. So I like the quail separated from other fowl. It's a good question. I think it's personal preference. Some people have great success with it. That scares me, which I'll talk about later on this week in one of our videos. But yeah, I think that they should be separated. Don Ray B says, good night, everyone. Take care. Thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate you. Victoria, Texas says, Frankenquail. There you go. Rick says, thanks for everything, Zach. Have a good night, everyone. You as well. Thank you very much. Homestead Awesome will definitely be there. Oh, you're not talking to me. Nikki James says, good night all, welcome, thank you. Can my quail live with chickens? I don't recommend it. If you do have them in with chickens, I recommend them be in cages above the chickens. The chickens should not be above the quail. Good night. Thank you very much. Are you getting bunnies next spring? I'm hoping to get them this year sometime. I just don't know when. Stay 15. Nothing's happening. They shouldn't be yet. Nope, still too soon. You're just little too much on the gun. You should start seeing pipping late tomorrow, early on the 17th. And so, yeah, you shouldn't be seeing anything yet. We love raising rabbits. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm more excited about the bees right now, but that's my main focus. Thank you very much, Hobby Farm. Glad you learned some things, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow and learn some more. When are you doing this again? I'll be live tomorrow night, and it's just questions, not all the comments, at 8 p.m., and then I do it every week. So Sundays at 7 every week on here, Mondays at 8 every week. And it's more of a rapid fire. Thanks, last question. I had around 4 come out with what looked like a tail or a limb. Is that normal? I don't really know what you mean, but no, that's not normal. There's a problem there. I've never seen that, or even close to that. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. I'm sorry. AZ Highland Homestead says, thanks so much for these live streams, Zach. The answers to our questions are incredibly valuable. God bless you, sir. Have a great weekend, Nick. Thank you very much. I appreciate you joining in and learning and being a part of it. That is all the questions, guys. And I'm going to, nope, I won't do it by tomorrow because Mondays are my bad day. Very, very long days. Like I run in here at 8 o'clock and I barely get here on time. So I won't do it. But by next Saturday or next Sunday, I will WD-40 the crap out of this chair because it's driving me crazy. I don't know if you can hear it. All right, guys, that was all the announcements. Thank you all for all the questions and the answers and hanging out and helping each other and the donations. And guys, you're awesome. I've at least got 2 videos coming out this week, the bee video and the AI bird flu video. I will try to do the fee video this week. I think that might help a lot of people. If you can, hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and make sure that you hit that bell icon for notifications because you won't want to miss this AI video coming up. And me making a fool of myself with this bee video. So either way, you won't want to miss it. We'll see you next time. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks.